expecting me to be on top for my own stream. I get later and later every day, and I don't even know why. Actually, I know why this time. It was a food coma. Hey, Bronco, great timing. Perfect timing. Just at the start. I literally just started speaking. You couldn't have any more perfect timing. Thank you for the host. Thank you for the bit. Thank you for the wave. Thanks for being a cool guy. Literally just woke up from a nice little food coma there. Came home, chilled for a little bit after work. Got a big old bowl of hamburger helper and decided it was time for a nap. And just now coming back out of the nap. So today we will continue Persona 5. I really should just have 2 different startup scenes if I'm going to be going between 2 different games, shouldn't I? I'll have to work on this later. Guys, you just don't realize how little behind the scenes work I do with this. I really, really should do more. I feel like I'm doing a disservice by not doing more. But it's alright. It'll be alright. Best timing ever. I think this was the end of the day or the beginning? I think this was the end of the day. Yeah, it was the end of the day. Okay. There's actually a lot of voice acting in this game, so I shouldn't have to read too much of their text out loud, I would hope. And thinking on your phone with some red eyeball icon, right? Right. We ended up at that weird place when we used this nav app, right? I found it on my phone too. I don't even remember installing it. That's creepy. For real, what is this thing? I think it's being downloaded on its own somehow? It's dangerous to use something without knowing what it is, but with it we can go to that weird place, right? Seems like it. Basically, it's gonna depend on how we use it. First, we gotta find evidence for the beatings. Counting on you, alright? Don't go ditching school on me. I'm gonna ditch school on him. Feel exhausted. Maybe it's because of the metaverse. Gonna be in pizza coma here soon? Yeah, I had pizza yesterday. It, strangely enough, did not put me into a coma. But my stomach was all tore up all day at work today, so I didn't eat anything at work, which may have resulted in me eating too much when I got here. Who knows?
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
I don't remember if he'd actually said Velvet Room before.
I thought about resuming our previous conversation tonight. That is why I have summoned you. What are your thoughts? Are you becoming accustomed to this place?
Yeah.
Ah, glad to hear it. It seems you have nerves of steel. The goal of your rehabilitation is to thwart the fated ruin. However, such a feat cannot be done by you alone. Today, you entered a partnership with someone who awoke to the same power, did you not?
Well, yeah. You know everything, don't you? You mean Ryuji?
Involving yourself with others is an important foundation for your recovery. You've done well. That said, I am not advising the formation of superficial relationships. It must not be a frivolity, but a ring of those who would, by morals or faith, lend you their strength. In other words, they are bonds with those who have been robbed of their places to belong. The expansion of said ring will, in return, help you mature as well.
Personas are the strength of heart. The stronger the bonds that surround you, the more power your personas will gain.
There are countless people in the city who have talents that a weakling like you doesn't. You better rack that noggin of yours and get them on your side. We'll change that into power.
Okay. Confidants are people who you trust who share a similar goal. You can find these people in places like school or around town.
Indeed, you should be prepared to use even myself, or your ambitions will not come to fruition.
So one thing the Persona series has always been real big on, and that is the trope of the power of friendship. They don't beat around the bush. They basically tell you that you're using a literal power of friendship, that the strength of your bonds with your friends are going to manifest into power for your persona. In game terms, that basically just means that when the confidant levels up, the personas you make with that type will also level up. So, like bonus XP.
We have a deal then.
Feels like Igor has high expectations of me.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Fool persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
All right.
People you have formed a bond with have special confidant abilities. Confidant rank indicates the strength of your trust with someone.
Well, you will understand it all in due time. Continue devoting yourself to your rehabilitation.
Now this conversation's over. Get lost, inmate.
Go back to sleep.
How annoying. We've barely started high school and already they're making us play at a volleyball rally? And why are they pitting us against the teacher team? Kamoshida's gonna crush us. We get to see his technique live and in person though. We should totally get spiked on. Yeah, okay. You're gonna get your face smashed in.
Might be an improvement.
Just look at how banged up the volleyball team is. What the hell goes on during their practices?
Apparently some pretty rough shit.
Okay, quiet down.
As you all know, today's the volleyball rally. Head to the gymnasium once you've changed. Got it? Okay. Cutscene.
Nice toss!
Man, you still got it, coach.
Thanks. Let's go for one more.
They look like they're having so much fun.
Still sticks out. Hasn't changed a bit.
Pretty boring.
Right?
Get him straight the hell out.
Sorry. Hey, are you alright? Someone, take him to the nurse's office.
Took him straight the fuck out.
He'll pay soon enough.
Alright, let's resume the match.
She didn't look too happy about it either.
That asshole's acting like a king over here, too. Get to know each other better, my ass. It's just a one-man show for him to stroke his ego.
Yeah.
Oh, and how he acted like he was worried about Mishima. Oh, what an abusive D-bag.
Yeah, tell it like it is.
Well, anyways, now's our chance to go look for the guys we saw were slaves yesterday. Let's look for the faces we saw at the castle. All the members of the team should be here today. I'll be sure to find someone to spill about Kamoshida's physical abuse. Just you wait, asshole.
Where are you searching?
The first one that popped out was a guy from Class D, so let's start from there. That's your class. Hopefully you can get him to talk without any issues. People have been avoiding me lately, so... Oh, but you're kind of in the same boat, huh?
Yeah, you didn't think about that, did you? Alright, we got the fast travel.
What? Are you skipping out on the volleyball rally? I guess I expected from you, Transfer.
Hey, that's the guy who was over at that castle.
You too, Sakamoto? What do you guys want?
I mean, you're also skipping out from it. How'd you get injured?
It's from practice. What does that have to do with anything?
Kamoshida did it to you, right? Look, I ain't gonna tell anyone you squealed. Just tell us about how Kamoshida's abusing you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure you don't. You're a coward.
I'm not. You guys are talking complete nonsense.
Don't try and hide it. We already know.
You know? You have proof.
Well,
This is ridiculous. Please, leave me alone. You're really bothering me.
All right, that's enough. Come on, let's go.
I mean,
That injury ain't normal, and he still won't fess up. Crap. If we keep going at this pace, the ball game's gonna end.
split up then.
Guess that'd be faster. I'll check the practice building for people before clubs start. You handle the classroom building. There's a third year on the volleyball team that I remember. I think he's in 3C? He was getting beat pretty badly at the castle. He might have some injuries here, too. Anyways, I'll hit you up if I find anything. See ya.
3C. Also speak to somebody down here. You need something? I really wish you wouldn't talk to me in such a public place. I want dirt on Kamoshida. Why don't you ask Mishimakun about that? He's in Class D with you, isn't he? To be honest, I've heard some rumors about him and Mr. Kamoshida. Don't ask me anymore, though. I don't want the teachers to see me associating with you. Alright, bitch.
Don't wander around.
I'll transfer student. What is it? I'll tell on you if you try and do something to me. Like what? Well, I don't know. Just please don't hurt me. Oh. Are they one? I'll go to floor 3 and that's where the classrooms that start with 1 is? Kind of backwards, isn't it? 3C. Don't see any students with noticeable injuries. On.
Yeah?
Everyone's saying a lot of bad stuff about that transfer student in your class, hon. I know, I hate getting rumors already, but they're only getting more and more complex as time goes on. Wonder if it's alright. I hope it's not letting it get to him too much. Just like you, Shito, always worrying about other people before yourself.
Yeah.
You said 3C, right? It looked like it hurt. Is their practice always like that? I know, right? That guy was like all bruises. Well, maybe they don't quit, and when you ask if they're okay, they get super pissed. So wow, I mean, it's the fastest way to get a college recommendation, right? So just let it go. No time for detours. Maybe you do have to go to floor 3, even though it's not actually classroom 3C, it's 1C. I don't know. First year classroom, there's nothing particular I need to do here. Oh boy. Cleaning up after the volleyball rally is gonna be such a goddamn pain. Yeah, what do you want? Got something to say? How'd you get hurt? It's for practice. Hey, I know who this guy is. He's that transfer student who's been hanging out with Sakamoto. Oh, I get it. You're trying to snoop on Kamoshida, right? Our volleyball team performs at the national level. Of course, our practice is going to be tough. Kamoshida is dedicated to training. I don't believe everything Sakamoto says. That's corporal punishment.
Who cares?
Talk like you know. We should stop talking to him. What if he loses and starts attacking us? Heard he even carries a knife around. Who even knows what he's capable of? Oh yeah, that'll help. Just, you know, spread more misinformation, guys. How's it going? He refused. Him too, man. Everyone's too freaked out about Kamoshida. Still got to lead first year new member. Just joined, so he might not be all wrapped up in Kamoshida's level bullshit yet. Go ask around the first year, see if you can find him. Yeah, I'm on the volleyball team. What do you want? What are those injuries? Oh, these? It happened during practice. I mean, everyone on the team's got injuries like this. Mishima Senpai has it especially bad, though. He gets to deal with Kamoshida's special coaching. Oh, never mind. Forget I said anything. Special coaching?
I can't do
Please
it.
just stop talking to me. Ask someone else if you want to know anything. Attention, attention. All matches have concluded. Please get ready to go home for the day. Damn it, we're out of time. How'd it go? No good. You didn't have any luck either. Let's regroup for now. See you in the courtyard.
Can I talk to you for a sec?
What is it?
It'll be quick. Anyway, what's with you? Like how you were late the other day was a lie and all? There's that weird rumor about you too.
What do you want with him?
Right back at you. You're not even in our class.
We just happen to get to know each other.
What are you planning on doing to Mr. Kamoshida?
Huh? I see. I getcha. You're all buddy-buddy with Kamoshida after all.
This has nothing to do with you, Sakamoto.
Okay.
If you found out what he's been doing behind your back, you'd dump him right away.
Behind my back? What's that supposed to mean?
You wouldn't get it.
I mean, is it not weird enough that a student is like, I don't know what kind of relationship they're in or what. I mean, it seems like they're just in a pretty open relationship.
Anyway, people are already talking about you two. I don't know what you're trying to pull, but no one's gonna help you. I'm warning you, just in case. That's all.
Loud and clear.
Why she gotta be so aggressive all the time?
She seemed annoyed.
She's been like that since middle school. Anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. I had no luck on my end. What about you? Did anything like someone's name turn up?
Mishima. What if the option's emphysema? Come on now.
Special coaching, huh? True. I always see the guy covered in bruises. Let's go talk to him before he leaves then. Hey, got a second? Sakamoto? And you too. Come on, we just want to chat. Kamoshida's been coaching you, huh? You sure it's not just physical abuse?
Certainly not.
Yeah. That doesn't look like what a liar would say.
What are you talking all polite for? Anyways, we saw him spike you today, right in the face.
That was just because I'm not good at the sport.
Still, that doesn't explain all the other bruises you've got.
They're from practice.
Is he forcing you to keep quiet?
That's...
What's going on here? Mishima, isn't it time for practice?
I'm not feeling well today.
What? Maybe you're better off quitting then.
Well, maybe he is.
You're never going to improve that crappy form unless you show up to practice.
Didn't you hear? He ain't feeling well.
Well, Mishima, are you coming to practice or not?
I'll go.
As for you, any more trouble and you'll be gone from this school for sure.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Bastard.
Same goes for you. Didn't the principal tell you to keep in line?
You have an amazing spike.
Just don't get in the way of my practice.
Welcome back, Bronco. Now with more pizza. 200% more pizza.
All these unsettling rumors are making the students anxious after all.
That's your own goddamn fault.
This won't get us anywhere. Let's go, Mishima. Shujin Academy is a place where those with aspirations come to learn. Unworthy students like yourselves don't have any right to be here. Get with the program.
Yes, sir.
And let me guess, you are the program.
That asshole. He's gonna pay for this.
There's no point.
Huh?
Proving that he's physically abusing us is meaningless. Everybody knows. The principal, our parents, they all know, and they all keep quiet about it.
This has gotta be a joke.
Don't be a pain. You don't understand what I'm going through. Shouldn't you, of all people, know that nothing's going to help?
I know, that's why we got superpowers and shit. That's what the power of anime's for. Are you gonna quit?
No, I ain't giving up.
We were gonna have pizza, but the one local place in our town was out of stuff to make pizza, and the other local place in our town don't make pizza anymore, so we just had tacos instead. How did they run out of stuff? What?
I'll try one more time to persuade the other guys. That's all I can do.
But if he said everybody already knows, then what is persuading anybody else gonna do? Worn out from all the stuff that happened today, I should probably head to sleep soon. Yep. Hey, this don't make any damn sense. The principal and even the parents know about the abuse. Why ain't anybody speaking up? They're afraid of Kamoshida. It can't be the only thing keeping both the principal and the parents quiet, though. It's basically because Kamoshida made the volleyball team famous, yeah? Even so, that don't give him the right to do whatever he wants. He's beating kids up and all they're allowed to do is endure. And that follower of his doesn't give one single shit. What follower? Aunt Kamaki, you met her in the courtyard, remember? You should know her, I mean, she's in your class, dude. Ah, what a load of bull. Can't let it end like this. Gonna try and find someone who knows about what's been going on with Kamoshida during break tomorrow. Just you watch, I ain't giving up. Must have been busy last night. Had a fireworks show last night, which by the way got rained on. You had it last night, not on the 4th? I mean, people are still shooting fireworks here today, so it's not like I should be surprised by this. Did you see Kamoshida play yesterday? He was so awesome. I think I might ask for his autograph after school. I don't know if that's such a good idea. I heard that you shouldn't go near the PE faculty office. People say you can hear weird sounds like screaming even though no one's there. What? That's probably just a rumor spread by fans to scare the competition. I'm asking myself the same thing. Yeah, right? Like, how does that even happen? Just run out of stuff. So about witnesses, I was wondering if we can get something out of Takamaki. Said she's from Kamoshida? No, that ain't why. You know how we didn't get a thing out of the volleyball team? Figured it'd be a good idea to talk to someone who knows them. Takamaki's BFF was a starter, a girl named Suzumi. Tried to talk to that girl during break, but I got nothing. That's why we should have Takamaki talk to her. And again, I guess it'll be hard getting her to help us. Sorry, let me see what else I can come up with. We do it a day later, I don't know. Well, I mean, I had to cut the stream early the other night, remember? Because there was just so much going on.
Volleyball?
They were still doing those fireworks till like 1:30 in the morning the other night.
Uh-huh. That bruise above your eye. Is that from practice too?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. Volleyball's the only thing I can do right. Shouldn't you take that?
It's probably just my part-time job, I think.
I should get going.
You get a lot of tourists during the summer too. I don't actually know where you live, so I wouldn't know.
Shiho, are you sure you're okay?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Today won't work. I'm not feeling so good. Sorry. Bye.
Hey, wasn't that Takamaki?
Rumor has it she's dating Kamoshida.
Seriously?
I heard people saw them in his car together.
You know, she seems pretty easy, huh? You think I'd have a chance too?
Would you want one?
Come on, dude. You can't go after Kamoshida's bitch.
You can't go after Kamoshida's bitch. I love how just casually he rolls that off the tongue.
What?
That was actually good voice acting, even though it sounded lazy. Just the way it rolled off the tongue. You can't go after Kamoshida's bitch. Especially with the sad music, it just doesn't fit. I live near the Badlands, a national park in South Dakota. Oh, okay. Yeah, you did mention South Dakota before. Yeah, I can see why you'd get tourists up there then.
Oh, I'm in the way, aren't I? Sorry.
You hurt?
Huh? Well... You don't look familiar. Could you be that transfer student from Class D? This might not be any of my business, but don't let the rumors get to you, okay?
They don't bother me.
I'm glad to hear that. My best friend is often misunderstood too, all because of her looks. Sorry. I didn't mean to drag on like that. Anyway, I have to go to practice. I'll see you around.
Damn it! What the hell?
Did you find someone?
Is that what it looks like? All of them kept saying the same shit Mishima was talking about. Kamoshida had to have told him something. At this rate, looks like we'll have to go to him directly.
We should have started with that.
I know. But seriously, isn't there something we can do? No way I'm gonna give in like this. Can you think of anything?
How about a sneak attack?
Oh, that'd be fine if we could do it without getting caught, but if we did, we'd be seriously done for.
Since my town's called Wall, we have a little spot in town that gets a lot of tourists. A place called Wall Drug. It's kind of weird.
You got any other ideas?
It's called Cops.
So you want to tell them about the castle? They'd never believe us. Have any other ideas? What do we do?
Let's punish the king.
The king? You mean that other world's Kamoshida? I didn't think of that, but is there any meaning to...
I finally found you!
Cat.
You say something?
Don't think you can get away with not paying me back for helping you.
That voice... Is that you, Morgana?
How dare you up and leaving me the other day?
The cat's talking?
I am not a cat! This is just what happened when I came to this world. It was a lot of trouble finding you two.
Wait, you came to our world? Does that mean you've got a phone?
That's his first reaction.
You don't need one when you're at my level. I did get pretty lost making my escape, though.
That aside, why can you talk? You're a cat!
How should I know?
You hearing this too?
Meow.
This is no time to be joking around!
You guys are having a rough time of this, I heard you mention something about witnesses.
Oh, shut up!
You know, I could tell you a thing or two about what to do about Kamoshida. You were pretty close just a moment ago.
God, that condescending attitude. This thing's gotta be Morgana.
You were still doubting me?
God, quiet down!
We really have to be looking for a cat in a busy time like this?
I just heard a meow somewhere near here. Didn't you hear it?
Make sure you check every nook and cranny around.
That was weird at first for me. For a second, it said you went offline. Well, I didn't. If I went offline, it would have pinged in Discord again when I came back on. And I don't have any frame drops or anything, so yeah. Very strange, indeed. Super strange.
Meow?
Meow.
Does that mean only us two can understand what you're saying?
Looks like it.
What the hell's going on? Anyways, what you were talking about earlier, is it for real?
You're quite the skeptic for being an idiot.
Hey, tell us more. Then again, this probably ain't the best place. Here, stick it in your bag for now. It should be just small enough to fit.
Hey! How dare you treat me like... Don't be so rough with me!
Enough of that! You said you know how we can do something about Kamoshida, right?
It has to do with what this guy was talking about earlier. You'll need to attack his castle.
Or Presto, but yeah, probably my dumb internet. Yeah, you'll have that sometimes.
What do you mean?
That castle is how Kamoshida views this school. He doesn't realize what happens in there, but it's deeply connected to the depths of his heart. Thus, if the castle disappears, it would naturally impact the real Kamoshida.
What'd happen?
A palace is a manifestation of a person's distorted desires. So, if that castle were no more...
He'd become an honest man.
Precisely. You sure pick up things fast.
For real? He's gonna turn good? But is that really getting back at him?
Erasing a palace essentially means forcing the owner to have a change of heart. However, even though their warped wants disappear, the crimes they committed remain. Kamoshida will become unable to bear the weight of those crimes, and he'll confess them himself.
You for real? That's possible?
And since the palace will no longer exist, he'll forget what we did there as well. Not only will we be able to bring Kamoshida down, but there won't even be a trace of our involvement.
That's amazing! You are one incredible cat!
True. Except for the cat part.
Oh, you're a cat.
So, how do we get rid of the palace?
By stealing the treasure held within.
Stealing?
I'll tell you more once you agree to go ahead with this. It's my most valuable secret plan, after all. If you want to help me out, I'll gladly teach you. What's your call?
Our luck's running dry looking for witnesses. Guess we have no choice but to go along.
There's no other way.
Good. Oh, right. There's one more thing I should tell you. If we erase a palace, there is no doubt that the person's distorted desires will be erased as well. But desires are what we all need in order to survive. The will to sleep, eat, fall in love. Those sorts of things.
What are you getting at?
If all of those yearnings were to vanish, they'd be no different than someone who is shut down entirely. They may even die if they're not given proper care. So...
They might die?
So you might be killing him. You would get him to confess all his crimes, but then he would die.
Will you listen to everything I have to say first?
Would their death be our fault?
I mean, yeah.
Aren't you determined enough to face those kinds of risks?
Hey, what do you think?
I'm interested.
For real?
Sheesh. I come all this way and this is what I get. It's not like anyone will ever find out.
That's not the point. If we just go around secretly doing whatever we want, we'd be no better than that effing Kamoshida.
Isn't this your only option? I'll come back later. Make sure you've made your decision by then.
Man, we're getting all worked up for nothing. Damn it. I'll try and see if I can figure out another way. Come on, let's get out of here.
Oh well, so much for that. guys in my class have been talking about that Suzui girl. Looks like rumors are going around about her and Kamoshida. If they're true, it's no wonder I couldn't get her to talk. Something about that doesn't seem right. So the Royal is its own thing in the game, or do you guys start the game off regular and the story till you reach the Royal storyline, or am I confusing myself? Royal is an expansion to the whole thing. It's not like a DLC where you hit a button and you go into it. They have changed parts of the entire game. There's already been stuff exclusive to Royal at this point in the game, even though this is only the second day I've streamed it. There's been a brand new character and everything. Like a brand new main character. There's been a ton of like changed things. Some of the conversations are explaining things in better detail. There's a lot more voice acting than there was before. Like it's really like they just changed the whole game. The storyline for the game is still the same and the flow of everything, but like it's improved on. And I imagine later in the game it'll probably be longer at the end. There'll probably be more stuff closer to the end of the game that wasn't in the game before, like new dungeons and stuff. What do you mean? It's just impossible. I've known Takamaki and Suzui since middle school. It's just no way Kamoshida's their type, you know? Gotta wonder where those rumors came from. Guess we'll get to it tomorrow. Wonder what the other students are saying. I should listen in as I go home. Saw that new transfer student hanging out with Kamiko-kun. Two of them were so scary. He doesn't look like the kind of guy who'd have a criminal record. Maybe he's one of those, you know, the people in those accidents. Maybe he suddenly freaks out and attacks people. Huh? I don't think so. He's been coming to school, actually. He almost seems normal. What I hear, after you have a psychotic breakdown, you go brain dead and die right there. Kamato's been asking questions about the volleyball team. Who does he think he is? Volleyball team's never going to tell him anything. They're all completely loyal to Kamoshida. Well, if Kamoshida likes him, the future's pretty much set. Of course they'd back him up. Speaking of which, I hear Kamoshida's new favorite girl is someone named Suzui. Oh, the girl who was chosen to be a regular? Her face is all swollen. It looked pretty bad. Okay, so it's part of the story that changed the story a bit compared to normal. Yeah. They've done this before. They did the same thing with Persona 3 and 4. In Persona 3, they tried having like all of the new stuff be added on at the end. And in Persona 4, they tried weaving a little bit of it throughout the middle and like filling in missing details and stuff that weren't explained in the original game. In Royal, they decided they were just gonna outright add a bunch of new stuff in addition to those things. So there's new stuff all the way throughout. Even the intro sequence, like the tutorial, was different.
Will you please give it a rest? I told you, I'm not feeling up to it. Wait, what? That's not what you promised. And you call yourself a teacher? This has nothing to do with Shiho. Shiho's starting position. Wait, were you listening?
Not on purpose.
Haven't you heard of privacy?
I mean, you were talking out in the public area.
No, I was out of line. Sorry. So, how much did you hear?
Something about a friend?
Shiho. It's nothing at all. Nothing.
Sure. I believe you. That's why you're freaking the hell out. Wonder what happened. I should follow her. So Bronco, how much do you know about Persona 5, the original? I don't know how initiated you are with this.
Stop following me! Just leave me alone!
Calm down.
Why? Why do you keep worrying about me?
Let's go somewhere safe.
What the heck? I really don't get you. I don't have anything to talk about with you.
That's not why you came with
It
me.
was just an argument.
With Kamoshida?
Thank you very much! You've heard the rumors, haven't you? About Mr. Kamoshida. Everyone says we're getting it on. But that's so not true. That was him on the other line. I avoided giving him my number for the longest time. He told me to go to his place after this. You know what it means. If I turn him down, he said he'd take my friend off as a regular on the team. I've been telling myself this is all for Shiho's sake. I can't take it anymore. I've had enough of this. I hate him. But still, Shiho's my best friend. She's all I have left in that sorry excuse of a school. Tell me, what should I do? Sorry, I shouldn't have asked. It's not your problem.
Not so much, but I've watched another streamer play this.
What? What am I saying? I've barely even talked to you before.
He didn't play the Royal version though. Yeah, the original came out. Jeez, it's been like almost 3 years ago now? Maybe that's why.
You might be right. You're so weird. Usually everyone just ignores me. Are you really a bad person? I've heard people talking about you, but I just don't see it.
I'm bad to the bone.
Is that supposed to be a joke? I kinda had a feeling they were all just exaggerations. You seemed lonely. Almost like you didn't belong anywhere. You're the same in that regard. Maybe that's why it was so easy for me to talk to you. Is there really no way for me to help Shiho? I wish he'd just change his mind. Like, forget about me and everything. As if something like that would ever happen.
It could happen.
I wasn't asking for a serious response. But I do feel a bit better now. I'm gonna head home. Don't tell anyone what I told you, okay? I'll try and think of a way to persuade Kamoshida. Well, thanks.
Suzui, are you leaving?
What is it?
Mr. Kamoshida's asking for you.
Of course he is.
He's in the PE faculty office.
What did he say?
I don't know. Well, I have to go.
They walk around like freaking dying zombies. Like, already dead, but dying more.
On.
You're late. Where have you been?
Trains were delayed.
Don't give me those lies. By the way, you haven't been hanging around any bad influences, have you?
Actually made a friend.
Well, they've got to be pretty strange to want to spend time with you.
Well, thanks for the self-confidence boost there.
Just make sure you're careful who your friends are, if you don't want them ruining your life.
It's already ruined enough, isn't it?
Ooh, look at the time. Seriously, think about how I feel having to stay up here waiting for you. Hey, I'm leaving. In the future, try not to come back so damn late. Understood?
So what do you think about what Morgana told us? I don't know if I get all that stuff about stealing desires. Kamoshida's gonna turn like brain dead if we mess up, right? I mean, sure, I'm pissed at him, but I don't know if I really want to kill the guy. He deserves it. I feel you, but I really don't want to turn into a murderer because of this shit. Oh well. Try and see if I can come up with some other way tonight. Stealing Kamoshida's distorted desires, can we really do it? Of course you can. You got protagonist powers. Power of anime and friendship will conquer all and all that good stuff. Can't believe Suzui-senpai missed such an important meeting. I wonder what happened. Mr. Kamoshida asked to see her. I've heard rumors about how the two of them stay late together. Wonder what's going on. You don't think they're... Nah, it couldn't be. It's been nothing but bad news lately. Worried about the future. Oh, that reminds me, apparently a guest is coming to the school today. Some young guy, I think. Oh, tell me more. Oh shit, a guest, guys.
So I assume all of you know about the separation of powers. There are 3 branches in our government.
Here's my anime character.
The National Diet is legislative, the Cabinet is executive, and the Supreme Court is judiciary. This division of power provides checks and balances, which ensures no one branch becomes unstoppable.
No, that's your war face, not your anime character, unless you're trying to be Goku. I can see your war face. Oh, you're a Super Saiyan. Okay, never mind. You are trying to be Goku. Oh, damn.
Have you made up your mind? No matter how much thinking you do, there's only one option. You'd be better off just listening to me.
Don't you just love the cat just pops out of his, like, desk? Why are you in there?
Did I just hear a cat just now?
Meow!
Could that rumored cat be somewhere nearby? Settle down! We're in the middle of an important lecture.
It's no use, can't think of any other way. Cutting class. Can't deal with that shit right now. I mean, what are we gonna do about Kamoshida? We just gotta go along with what that cat says? Ugh, that damn furball.
If you only knew I'm reading this too.
Hey, what's that?
Enough! This is a classroom!
We can tell that.
Wait, she's going to jump!
Suzui?
Shiho? For real? Come on, let's go.
Hey! Stay in your seats! Do not step foot outside of this room.
No
Yeah, too
way.
late for that.
Huh? Is she gonna commit suicide?
It's Suzui! Shia Suzui!
Huh? Suzui-san? Let's go look.
She fell!
She jumped! She jumped! What about
Calm down! Back to your seats!
No! Why? Shiho!
Find it funny, almost every episode of Dragon Ball Z, some
what's
dude
going
like
on?
Goku screaming their
We
face
should head
off.
to the courtyard too.
Yeah, that's the power of anime. It's like the power of Pansol, but more screaming. No, I'm not sponsored by Pansol, but you know, gotta be fresh and clean.
There's no way we're gonna get past all these goddamn people. Come on, let's try going through the practice building. Hey, let me through!
What the hell?
Let me through, man! Please!
Class is still in session.
Clearly.
Shio.
What the hell's wrong with these people?
That's when you know you got it bad, when the teachers are still screaming, you know, get back to class, go back and sit down, when somebody just jumped off a building.
We need someone to go with her. Are there any teachers around? I'm not in charge of her class, though.
Yeah, just pass the buck, buddy.
We should leave this to Principal Kobayakawa.
I'll go.
Please hurry.
Shio. Why? On. I'm sorry. I can't take this anymore. Shio? Huh? Kamoshida? No! Shio!
Might want to be getting her to the hospital.
Volleyball team.
Return to your classrooms at once!
That guy. Hey, wasn't Mishima acting weird?
He knows something.
We're gonna make him talk this time.
Teachers, return to your classrooms for the time being. Please do not let any students go home yet.
That hurts! Why'd you run like that, huh?
I didn't run.
Check out Morgana up on top of the lockers.
She jumped and tried to kill herself!
Leave me alone.
Just tell us.
He's right. We ain't trying to get you busted. We won't say you talked either.
Susui. She was called out by Mr. Kamoshida.
Wait, what?
I was called by him a number of times too. To the teacher's room. It wasn't just me or Susui either. He'd nominate someone when he was in a bad mood and hit them.
So the physical punishment thing was for real.
And yesterday, he called Susui out of the blue. She didn't make any mistakes or anything. Mr. Kamoshida seemed really irritated that day. So it must have been worse than usual.
Yeah, he couldn't get his rocks off.
He didn't. That son of a bitch!
So maybe he did get his rocks off.
Sakamoto's going to find Mr. Kamoshida.
Forcefully.
Mr. Kamoshida's probably in the PE faculty office on the second floor. He went into the PE faculty office. Let's hurry. We have to go after him.
Huh?
You bastard! The hell did you do to that girl?
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me!
That is enough.
What you did wasn't coaching.
What did you say?
You ordered me to call Susui here. I can only imagine what you did to her.
You're going on and on about things you have no proof of. Basically, you're simply making these claims because you can't be a regular on the team, right?
That's not what this is about!
Even if it is exactly as you imagine it to be, hypothetically speaking, what can you do? We just received a call from the hospital. Suzui's in a coma, and her chances of recovery are slim. How would someone like that make a statement?
Sounds like what the guilty party would say.
There's no chance of her getting better, I hear. Oh, the poor girl.
No. I can't be.
You goddamn...
This again? Does this mean we need to have yet another case of self-defense?
You shut your mouth, you son of a bitch! Why are you stopping me?
Calm down.
But still!
Oh, you're stopping him? What a surprise. There's no need to hold back. Why not attack me? Oh, you can. But of course you can. Everyone present right now will be expelled. I'm reporting all of you at the next board meeting.
What? You can't make a decision like that!
Who would seriously consider what scum like you say? You threatened me too, Mishima, so you're just as responsible.
Huh?
To think you didn't know why I kept someone as talentless as you on the team.
It didn't really look like he threatened anybody, but okay.
You act like you're a victim, but you leaked his criminal records, didn't you? It's all over the internet, correct? How terrible.
Mishima? He told me to do it. I had no choice.
Now, are we finished here? You're all expelled. You're done for. Your futures are mine to take. Now get out of my sight.
I can't believe this asshole's getting away with this!
He'll eat his words.
Huh? Oh, right. We have that.
Huh? Have you lost your minds? You worthless kids aren't making any sense. But sure, go ahead and try. After all, you'll have plenty of time to kill until expulsion.
Yeah, now he definitely's gotta die.
We can't waste any time. We gotta hurry up and go to that world and beat the shit out of that asshole.
We're not beating him up. We're simply stealing his distorted desires. Can I assume that you've made up your minds about this? About how he might suffer a mental shutdown?
I have. Someone almost died because of him. I don't give a rat's ass what happens to him anymore.
And you?
I agree.
Then it's
Why wouldn't I agree? Dude's a jackass.
By the way, is getting rid of a palace hard? You've tried it before, right?
When did I ever say that?
Huh? What? Were you just pretending to know?
Cheesecake. Wait, what happened to the tacos?
Is it true that you're getting expelled? Everyone's talking about it.
Oh yeah, he just ran around the hallways just yelling, "Hey, I'm gonna expel some fuckers."
That asshole's at it again. So you came all this way to tell us that?
If you're going to deal with Kamoshida, let me in on it too. I can't just sit back and do nothing after what happened to Shiho.
This has nothing to do with you. Don't butt your head into this.
But it does! Shiho's my...
I said don't get in our way!
That was harsh.
We can't take her somewhere like that.
And why not?
I hope she doesn't do anything too crazy. Women can be much bolder than men at times.
We just gotta hurry up and deal with Kamoshida. Let's go already.
We're going straight in on it.
The moment we cross over, we'll treat each other like phantom thieves. So I hope you're ready.
Huh? Phantom thieves?
Those who covertly sneak in and stylishly steal treasure. That is what we become.
Not bad.
That sounds kinda cool. So we just gotta say the school, Kamoshida's name, and castle. Then we end up in Bizarro World.
Bizarro World.
How the hell's all this work? Someone make it?
I don't care.
True. There's no point in thinking about it now. We'll show that effing Kamoshida.
Gonna get him.
Let's go.
They really are going to do something. They're doing something on their phone? A name... school? Huh?
You just had to go stick your nose in shit.
All right, time to bust on through.
What is this?
Takamaki?
That voice... Sakamoto? And are you...
Why are you here?
Want to get some more now? I'm not a big fan of cheesecake.
How should I know? What's going on? Hey, where are we? Isn't this the school?
I see. Perhaps she was dragged in because of that app thing. If multiple people can enter with the person who uses it, it stands to reason it'll pull anyone nearby.
For real?
Wait, so this is related to Kamoshida?
Anyways, you gotta leave.
No!
The shadows are going to find us if you make a scene.
No way! It talked! Oh my god! It's a monster cat!
Monster?
You better explain what's going on! I won't leave until you do!
Looks like we gotta force her, but how are we supposed to do that?
Just take her back to where we came in. That's how it worked last time, right?
Oh yeah! Can you lend me a hand?
Kinda feel bad.
We can't deal with Kamoshida if we don't.
What are you...
We'll explain after everything's over.
Hey! And just where are you touching?
Whoa, sorry, I didn't mean... That's not important.
You guys, seriously? Ah!
Chucked her on out.
We better be careful from now on when we use that app.
You should have checked the tools you used. Why do I, the one who was just watching, know more about it than you two?
Shut up.
Oh my god, a monster cat!
Takamaki found out right when we were starting off. We gotta deal with this fast.
That girl's name is An Takamaki, right? Lady An. The shadows have noticed us. You better brace yourselves. Got it? We're counting on you, Joker.
Joker? That a nickname?
Don't refer to it in such a lame way. It's a code name. What kind of stupid phantom thief would use their real name? I'm not down for that. And there's no telling what kind of effect yelling our real names will have on the palace. It's just a precaution.
So, why is he Joker?
Because he's our trump card when it comes to fighting strength.
That's embarrassing.
Just go with it. You're Joker.
It ain't too bad, yeah?
Next up is you, Ryuji. You'll be... let's see... Thug.
Are you picking a fight with me? Yeah, I'll choose it myself! When it comes to me, it's gotta be this mask. Honestly, I actually kinda like it. What if we named me after this?
Fine. Why not Skull, then?
Oh, that sounds awesome! I'm Skull! What do we do about this one's code name?
Anything's good.
How about Mona?
Well, if Joker thinks it's easier to call me that, then I'll go with it. Alright, from here on out, we're Joker, Skull, and Mona. We need to be absolutely thorough about using those code names from now on.
That also gets around the being able to name the
Time to go steal this treasure thing.
main character, so now they can actually refer to him by name, which is convenient for writing purposes. That's actually a behind-the-scenes trick that story writers use in these kinds of situations.
Let's make a dash for it.
Kind of like if you play like, if you've ever played Final Fantasy X, you might realize that Tidus, the main character of that, because you can change his name but nobody else's name, the writers had trouble with it, so they keep having to refer to him by really, really long titles. And it just makes conversation really awkward. That's the best example of that I can think of. Like, they call him star player of the Xanarkandabes or something. They have to like lengthen it because that's the team he was on. If you hold R2 while moving, you'll be able to dash. But you probably should never do this if you're anywhere near enemies. Ever. Monster Cap.
Yeah!
Looks like they don't know about this way in yet. Joker Skull, are you ready? Let's go.
Praise be to King Kamoshida! Death to the intruders!
What the hell?
Hey, look! Ain't that...
Those intruders the other day were quite entertaining. However, I can't allow that trash to ransack my castle. Strengthen the security, kill them on sight. I'll reward whoever brings me their heads.
Praise be to King Kamoshida! Death to the intruders!
Hey, Mona, can't we just beat the crap out of him and call it a day?
Look at all those soldiers, idiot! It'd be suicide. And I'm sure you don't want a repeat of last time. Besides, don't you want him to confess his sins? There's no point beating him up. We need to steal his materialized desires. The treasure.
Fine, so where is it?
It has to be somewhere in the depths of this castle. Let's infiltrate further in while he's out here.
Alright, let's go. Oh, and we'll start with this guy.
Damn it.
There's a guard over here too. What do you want to do? Should we kick its ass? Hold on, this might be a good opportunity to teach you something. Alright, Joker, you ready to take it down? Yeah, let's get it.
Remember how I taught you hold-ups and all-out attacks? I'll teach you their practical use now. There's another use for hold-ups, besides simply defeating enemies. Shadows are beings born from people's hearts, so naturally they can talk too. In other words, you can communicate with them. Get it? If you talk to them when they're cornered, they might offer money or items since they don't want to die. In fact, talking has a better chance of scoring something great, as opposed to just offing them. Well then, let's do the first step. Knock all the enemies down and do a hold-up. They're all knocked down! That was incredible, Joker!
Seriously? You guys are the intruders that King Kamoshida was talking about? Can't get worse than this. What are you gonna do with me? Give me some money.
For real?
Huh, so you'll just let me live if I give you money.
Well, something along those lines. Now let it be money or items. Just cough it up. Sorry.
But this happened so suddenly, I actually don't have anything on me. I usually do though, you know?
Well, wait, what? This isn't how I was planning this to go. If that's the case, I guess it's time for you to go to hell. For real?
Oh, wait.
Sorry, but we're in a hurry.
No, wait up. Can we work something out? Don't kill me, please. Won't you let me go? I'll let you go. The hell. Sorry, but that really sounded lame. That was the best one-liner you could come up with. Not in the same way. In any other situation, we get along really well. Whoa, I feel different. What's happening?
What the? What's going on?
Oh yeah, I remember now. I don't belong just to King Kamoshida. I'm an existence that drifts about in the sea of humanity's souls. My real name is Pixie. I'm Pixie. From now on, I'll live on inside your heart. And that's how this works. Just suck them up into your heart.
What was that just now? What happened?
Of course that's how this works. It's anime.
For real?
What the hell was that about? The enemy just got sucked into Joker's mask. I have no idea. I wasn't expecting that either. Intruders. Crap, they noticed us. possibility with them stemming from previous battle. Prince Potential allows them to hold multiple personas. As such, you can freely change which persona you have summoned. When you change personas, your stats, attribute, abilities, and available skills will change to match the persona you select. You may normally change personas whenever you like, but during battle you can only change once per turn.
Let's go. Pixie! There!
Is that the shadow from earlier? Don't tell me. Did you take in the shadow's appearance and powers as a persona?
Persona!
Exactly what it did.
Ravage them!
Lend me your power. Yeah, fine. That's your move, and I guess I'll talk first. I'll decide if I'm gonna help you after.
Give me a break.
You know, up till now I did whatever I wanted, and knew it was gonna catch up to me someday. If you're gonna kill me, do it solid and make it quick. I'll have some more fun first. Don't you know of any other ways to have fun? Huh, I guess you were just raised wrong.
Besides that,
You know, if you kill me, another me is just gonna take my place. In the end, killing me is just a waste of your time and energy. You get what I'm saying, right? Are you on a loop?
yeah.
You must be wondering how many times you've seen me.
Hey,
I like that way of thinking. Hey, I can't believe it. I remember
I
that.
am thou art I.
From now on, call me Bicorn. Yep. And that's why this is basically Pokemon.
Holy! Does that mean you can wield multiple personas?
Hey, Mona, what was that about? What did Joker do?
Well, technically this Persona actually came before Pokemon, but you know, same concept.
He sealed the enemy's appearance and powers into his mask and made it his new persona. Is such a feat even possible? Even I've never seen anyone pull that off.
It's nothing important.
Only one heart exists per person. So normally a person can only have one persona. Incredible! That ability will give us a huge advantage in battle. Alright, try to do that even more if the opportunity arises. You better help out too, Skull.
Hell yeah! We'll hold every last one of them up!
During a hold-up, you can negotiate with the enemy shadow. Successful negotiation may even earn you a new persona. If the enemy is a persona you already have, a mask will appear beside its name. If you ask it, lend me your power, it'll grant EXP to your own persona, even if it's not currently equipped. Oh, that's new. That wasn't in the old one. It wouldn't let you tell them lend me your power before.
I like you even more now. I really do have something special after all.
Alright. I think that's all the, like, core game mechanics. Pretty sure that the tutorial is over now. We got Zio and the, he's got Lunge and Tarunda. Don't really know how effective Tarunda's gonna be. He's also got 5 strength, though, so definitely swap to him for physical. Don't stay on Pixie. Okay, I restarted my phone, see if that helped with the buffering issues. Oh, if you're watching from a phone, sometimes it's just inevitable. You're gonna have buffering.
Let's do it.
Did you miss a lot? Because, it basically just played, like, one of the main tutorials. Which is what essentially makes this game and Pokemon the same game. Alright, so the basic gist of things is SP is like the mana in this game, in all Persona games, but unlike other games where you might just, like, you know, heal your mana with an item or something, they're really hard to come by. So essentially, you are limited by how much mana you have, how long you can stay in the dungeon and train, or push forward. Because when you run out of SP, you basically can't get it back, and you're stuck to resorting to only physical attacks, which aren't very strong. Or cost health to use the strong ones. Eventually you'll just run out of health then and die.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but something feels off about this hallway. Nothing we can do here right now, let's try elsewhere. So basically, if I run out of mana, I'll have to, like, go out of the dungeon.
There's a treasure chest!
And, like, heal up.
I'll reveal your true form. Persona!
First move is ours!
This isn't it.
Use wind to hit its weak point.
Persona!
I don't have anything wind yet.
Something else.
Persona! Zoro! We have him! Zoro, show your might! It's almost scary how good I am. Come on! This is it! Give it up!
Lend me your power. Let's talk, ho. We're on the same wavelength. I'll think about it, ho. You don't think you'll get away from this Scott E3, do you, ho? I'm a super popular shadow, you he know. My fans don't just sit around and take this, ho. Fans? You have fans? He know, right? I bet you're super envious, ho. That's he enough. I knew from the very start. This is also kind of TV thing, he ho. Where's the camera? Wow, you got me. Well, there's no surprise since I found out, ho. Feel like we're similar, ho. He? I remember now. I'm Jack-o'-lantern, ho. I'm you and you're me. Jack-o'-lantern's great. I think I fixed it. I went downstairs. The internet is crappy in my room. Yeah.
New mask, Joker!
Sometimes that's all you need is a little signal boost.
Okay.
Jack-o'-lantern is fire. Agi and Raccoonda. It's weak to wind and ice, though. But immune to fire. Since the personas you catch are the same ones as the enemies you fight, if you catch one, you can see its weaknesses and everything. And that way when you fight it next, you'll know what it's weak to. Oh man, it's not good. They're gonna see me.
I'll reveal your true form.
Alright.
So, because I have
weak to
Michael,
electricity.
I can see what he's weak to. Weak to electricity. Strong against curse.
Persona! Pixie! There!
They're all knocked down!
Just
That
stay
was
there!
incredible, Joker!
Let me your power. Wait a minute, you already have a Bicorn. There's a me inside you, then my experience is yours too. Bicorn gained XP. They added that. That is a new thing.
Nice work,
Being able to
team.
capture them again to give XP to the persona you have is a new thing.
Alright.
So I could just farm up XP for a certain persona. That's actually really fucking good. So Bicorn learns Garu next, so that way I'll have a wind persona, so I want to level him up. Who has highest endurance? Arsene has the highest. Have to be careful about mana usage though. Damn it, couldn't get behind him.
Two enemies! Don't underestimate
Catch it,
them.
see its weakness? Yeah.
This one's weak to electricity.
Persona!
This game is all about exploiting the weaknesses. If you don't exploit the weaknesses on the personas, then you just lose the fight. That's the whole point.
Go down!
Cool! Looking cool, Joker!
Hello.
Persona! You're mine.
Woo! Looking cool, Joker!
So yeah, I'm gonna try and grind up experience on Bicorn since, you know.
Let's pull back for now.
Okay.
So we got level 5 on Bicorn. We got the treasure chest. Silver dagger.
Oh!
Why not give it a try now? Time to change it up.
Alright.
Ah, so you can auto-equip it when you pull it out. Physical attacks with your main weapon in this game are very weak. Like, you're fighting against supernatural beings with little dinky daggers and stuff, so you're not meant to be beating them up with your weapon. Ah, it's another hazy looking door. What's that thing? What was it called? A safe room. That's our strategy inside. There are a lot of places even I don't know about in here.
This is that place from earlier. What's up with this app? Just said the word Sakamoto said, and I ended up...
Princess?
Huh?
Princess!
Well, that was smart of her.
Aren't there even more shadows here than before? Just getting this far has been a real pain in my ass.
It's all because you guys provoked Kamoshida, you know. Still, he seems to be awfully on guard.
Anyways, how are we supposed to steal that treasure thing?
You gotta be all sneaky.
Don't be so hasty. First, we'll need to secure an infiltration route.
A what?
A path to the treasure's location. But honestly, I think we'll need a little more manpower in order to accomplish this. At the very least, one more person would be nice.
Hey, you say you don't have your memories and all, but somehow you still know about that kind of stuff? Do you think this thing's really got amnesia?
It is suspicious.
That's what you think of me?
You sure talk big, but what if it turns out you're just some stray cat in the end?
That can't be.
Still, why was a princess in such an odd place?
Princess?
Princess.
I could have sworn we were pursuing the readings of an intruder.
It doesn't matter now. We must take her back to King Kamoshida.
Who's this princess they're talking about?
I should probably look into this.
And yet another question goes unanswered. Stuff like the castle and that navigation app are mysterious, but Morgana's got them both beat.
Remember code names.
Oh, crap, sorry.
You're already messing up.
What was I again? Oh yeah, Skull.
This is bad.
That was fast.
Your friend, Lady An. She's been taken by shadows!
Wait, what? We sent her home earlier.
If Lady An does indeed have the app, it could be possible.
Oh no. Don't tell me it got put on hers just like mine. Damn it! We let her out for her own safety and she just came back in by herself.
It says Morgana's the one saying that. They forgot to change it.
Damn it.
Good job, Atlas.
I should write something.
Yes! Okay, let's go.
Let's pass that dining room looking place.
Is this some kind of filming? Who's in charge here?
This way!
Look! I'll apologize for touching the armor without permission!
She totally doesn't get what's going on.
Let's hurry. We have to save her. Now then.
You ready? Yep.
Yes!
What's all this about? Seriously, I'm gonna call the cops!
How are you gonna do that with your hands tied up?
So, this is the intruder.
Kamoshida? Who's that? More importantly, what is this place? Why is the school turned into something like this?
I can't believe you mistook my aunt for someone like her. Are you afraid?
What is that outfit? Have you lost your mind?
I do as I please here. After all, this is my castle. The world of my desires.
What the? Wait, is this some red light district?
What a lively slave.
This isn't funny! Enough of the bullshit, Kamoshida!
The girls decided to tell me off. What do you think of that?
Talking back is like totally unforgivable.
In that case, she should be executed.
That's his response to everything, isn't it?
Now then, how should I play with you? Shall I tear you into little pieces?
Are you kidding me?
Only slightly.
This is effed up. Is that what he thinks of the girls on the volleyball team?
Hey, that's...
Takamaki!
Just when I was about to start enjoying myself.
What's the deal with this guy?
You little...
How many times are you gonna come back?
Many as it takes.
I bet you just like those thieves. You came because you're pissed at me, huh? But, I forget that chick's name. But it's your fault she jumped, you know.
Huh?
You were so reluctant to throw yourself onto me that I had her take your place.
Mm-hmm.
You bastard!
Exactly what I thought.
No!
Take one more step and I'll kill her on the spot.
Damn it!
Just sit back and enjoy the dismantlement show.
That's really effed up. He's really perverted. Yeah, that's kind of the point. So the girl that tried to kill herself in the cutscene earlier, he kind of forced himself onto her.
No, don't!
Because On here wouldn't screw him, he decided to take it out on somebody.
Maybe I'll start with her clothes.
You're such a perv!
Hey, what are we gonna do?
Beat the crap out of him?
Takamaki!
Is this my punishment for what happened to Shio?
That's more like it. You should have looked like this from the start.
Shio, I'm so sorry.
Don't give in.
Huh? You're right. Letting this piece of shit toy with me? What was I thinking?
It's like I always say, slaves should just behave and...
Shut up! I've had enough of this. You pissed me off, you son of a bitch!
My, it's taken far too long. Tell me, who is going to avenge her if you don't? Forgiving him was never the option. Such is the scream of the other you that dwells within. I am thou, thou art I. We can finally forge a contract.
I hear you, Carmen. You're right. No more holding back.
There you go. Nothing can be solved by restraining yourself. Understand? Then I'll gladly lend you my strength.
Now you pissed her off. Just a little bit.
You know what? I'm not some cheap girl you can toy with, you scumbag.
Bitch!
You stole everything from Shiko. You destroyed her. Now it's your turn. I will rob you of everything!
How dare you! Enough of your insolence!
No, I've had enough of you. No one's gonna stop me now. Let's go, Carmen!
Now we're gonna kill this crazy looking demon sitting on a toilet.
How dare you deny King Kamoshida's love, you selfish lass! Pay for this insolence with your life!
That dirtbag just sees women as sexual outlets. Don't make me laugh with that love bullshit. Come on, Carmen. Let's give him hell. Persona!
did it! They've fallen flat! Do it with style! This'll let
It's not quite enough.
Jack-o'-lantern! All right.
Hot four! Ladder set!
Woodland persona!
Didn't think about the weakness.
Everyone, watch your health. Persona! Carmen! You did it! They've fallen flat! Get ready! Dance, Carmen! That hit their weakness! Everyone,
Persona!
watch your health.
Go down!
Nice, Joker! Right in their weak spot. This one is weak to fire.
To think there would be a woman who could stand up to King Kamoshida.
Outside of school, that guy's nothing but a pathetic loser.
Sitting on a toilet, and flush. Exactly. Exactly, Bronco. Flush them straight down.
I leveled up.
Oh shit.
Wait!
Why'd you come here, man? And more importantly, how?
Hey, is that how you speak to a woman? Are you all right, Lady On?
Lady On? Wait, what is this thing? Is it alive? How can it talk? And where in the world are we?
Just calm down. Everything's going to be okay. Don't worry.
How am I supposed to calm down? Huh? Why am I dressed like this? When did I... what's with this?
One step at a time now. You look great.
Huh? What are you talking about? What the hell are you thinking?
Well, I'm stumped. A search party will be coming for us soon. There's no time to explain. We don't have a choice. Let's retreat for now.
We were just getting fired up and you had to go and get in the way. Fine. Here, give me your arm. You take the other side.
Thanks.
Looks like we made it back. Hey, are you okay?
Well, pretty much. Wait, I lied. I'm still confused about all of this.
Yeah, nobody's surprised by that.
You may be safe now, but a lot sure did happen back there. At any rate, we stand out too much here. Let's relocate to a safer spot.
Which one you want?
Whichever's not carbonated.
They're both actually.
Then...
Here you go.
What about me?
Huh? But you're a cat.
Have you calmed down, Lady On?
Can't give a cat a soda.
Morgana, right? I really am talking to a cat. This feels so strange. Oh, sorry. You're not a cat, right?
It's only natural that you're confused. Demanding that you understand all of this right after what you went through is asking too much.
And yet you wanted us to understand it immediately.
Honestly, I still can't believe what happened. That power. My persona.
It's the will of your rebellion, Lady On. With it, you'll be able to fight in that other world.
So if what you told me is true, we can make Kamoshida have a change of heart, right? Is it really possible? Can we actually force him to confess his crimes?
The volleyball team keeping quiet about this while teachers and parents turn a blind eye. If guys like us try and complain, they're just gonna shoot us down. Going all in on this plan is the only choice we got.
Then let me help too. I want to make him pay for what happened to Shiho. He just keeps going like nothing happened, even after what he did to her. I'll never forgive him.
Wait, did you just say, let me help? You mean you want us to take you along?
Don't act like I'm going to drag you down. Weren't you watching? I can fight too.
Hey, what should we do?
Yeah, she'll be great.
I agree as well. We are lacking in manpower after all. Don't worry. I'll protect her.
Even if you said no, I'd just go in alone.
Ah, right, she can go by herself. I guess it'd be more dangerous turning her down. Ah, fine.
Then it's decided. Well, I hope we get along. I'm going to make Kamoshida atone for what he did. Not just for Shiho's sake, but for everything he's done. I won't let any more people suffer because of him. I'll do whatever it takes.
Sense a strong fighting resolve from her. You know what that means? It's time to go back to the future. So this is all just a flashback.
A group like yours must have relied on subtlety and misdirection. Otherwise, you'd never survive. Some of you might even have been hiding behind a public face their entire lives. If you're listening, then answer me.
I am the... It shall be the birth of the lover's persona. I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Cool.
All right.
Just let me know when you're heading back in. Oh, wait. We don't have each other's info. Hey, give me your number and chat ID. And, I'll be counting on you then.
Only been here a little while. He's already got a girl's cell phone number. What a player.
Same goes for you, Morgana.
The pleasure is all mine, Lady Ann. What a kind girl. Such admirable consideration for others. And the innocence to cast herself into the jaws of death to achieve her goal. She cares about her friends, and she's beautiful to boot. What a girl. She's captured my heart.
Oh, shut up.
Dude. You know, it'd be better if this group could get together quick from now on.
True. Our best option would be to make a secret hideout where we could discuss these things.
A hideout, huh? I like the sound of that.
You made it look that easy? I can't do that. You gotta be a smooth talker.
The school rooftop would work. It seems like nobody goes up there. For the time being, that will make the perfect hideout. I can't contact you from inside a palace, so I'll stay in this world.
Yeah, you gotta be a smooth talker, and you also gotta be able to summon the power of anime. Can you do both of those things, Bronco?
That being said, I'll need someone to take care of me. I'm personally nominating you. You should feel honored.
This is all you. There's no way I can at my place.
The train will be arriving
Well,
soon.
we now have our hideout, so let's meet there tomorrow.
You wish you had the power of anime?
Let's go look at my new residence for this world.
Shujin Academy rooftop will be your hideout from now on.
Stay upstairs while we're open for business. Stay upstairs.
Yeah.
Yes?
Hey, lay off the customers. Sorry if he was rude, Doctor.
I don't mind.
Come on, you're getting in the way. Go on upstairs.
Thanks. I'll see you later.
Come back again.
If I could summon the power of anime, I'd totally turn myself into a Super Saiyan. I mean, yeah, Super Saiyans get all the chicks.
That's it for today. Oh, that customer just now? She's the head doctor over at that clinic down the street. Rumor has it she gives pretty crappy examinations and sells some weird homemade medicines on top of that. At least, that's what I've heard. I haven't been there myself. They should really just leave her alone. It's not like she's getting in the way of their lives.
Hey, are we there yet?
Well, I gotta get home and start making dinner.
What the? What is this place? Is this some kind of abandoned house?
Hey, are you... I was wondering why I heard meowing. What did you bring it here for?
It was abandoned.
That's a shame. Look, this place is a restaurant. Animals are a no-go. Though, I guess you might stay on good behavior if you've got a pet to take care of. Fine, but keep it quiet when we're open for business. And don't let it roam downstairs, or I'll toss it out. Oh, and I'm not going to take care of it. That's all on you.
Heck, I wish I
Is
could
that
go
the
all out
ruler of
Ultra
this place?
Instinct, like Goku and Super. He's gonna go further beyond.
He seemed pretty understanding for someone who keeps you cramped up in this dump. Then again, I suppose to normal people I just sound like a meowing cat.
Seriously, I had to keep calling out in that cute little voice. Make sure you wash that dish. By the way, have you decided on a name? Morgana? Huh. I was hoping I'd get to name it.
But you don't want to take care of it.
Looks like the chief likes me better than you. And to be honest, this place is heaven compared to Kamoshida's cells. Remember how you guys asked me before about what I am? To be honest, I don't remember anything about my birth.
Bronco, I wonder if you just go outside and scream long enough, if you'll actually start floating and your hair will turn blonde.
I think the metaverse's distortions made me lose both my memories and my true form.
Is that form a cat?
I already told you, I'm an honest-to-God human. If I were originally just a cat, how could I talk? It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I don't know.
There's no doubt that the distortions were what caused me to lose my real self. I'm sure that once they're purged, I'll finally be able to get that self back. And I have a pretty good idea on how to do it too. That's why I was in the castle in the first place. Come to think of it, I didn't get hungry over in that world.
Hair's not
Let
technically
me make
already
myself
blonde.
clear.
Oh no,
Your taking care of me won't be for nothing. It'll be give and take.
you're already blonde. That means you can't turn blonde. You'll never be able to go Super Saiyan. Quick, you gotta go dye your hair.
Due to my knowledgeable and dexterous nature, I have a lot of intel on infiltration tools.
Everybody knows Saiyans only have black hair. Really?
Whoa. I can't tell you more unless we settle on a deal. In exchange for you keeping me here, I'll teach you about these tools. How does that sound?
Yep, that'll work.
I like that answer. Then it's a deal.
More Back to the Future. Flashback thing really is weird, though.
Skillful infiltrations and escapes to all manner of places. There's even the possibility that you used special tools and had someone who manufactured them. Answer me.
Yeah. Magician, that's what it is. advise you to craft basic infiltration.
All right.
I'll lecture you about the infiltration tools over time.
I think I like the way Persona 4 did the infiltration tools better, or the chest keys or whatever. That's basically what you use it for.
The power you used in the palace was seriously amazing. The stronger that power gets, the more reliable it'll be as a trump card. Alright, I'm gonna stick with you wherever you go from today on. Personas are the strength born from one's heart. Depending on what kind of life experience you gain, I bet it'll affect that power as well. And if you become acquainted with capable people, you might learn various useful skills too. This is all part of our deal. Got it? I expect great things from you. Don't let me down, okay?
Alright, mascot character. Got it. Also, I'll accompany you when you go out. Don't worry, it's free of charge. Getting around in cat form sounds pretty inconvenient, though. It is what it is. I'll just have to deal with being carried in that bag of yours. Thanks for everything today. You saved me, and I didn't even thank you properly. Don't worry about it. I can't. Anyway, I wanted to let you know at least. See you tomorrow.
You guys send messages to each other with that thing, right? I want in too. So, I'm gonna have to ask you to type for me.
At any rate, is this really a place for someone to live? I'll be teaching you how to make infiltration tools, but you really need to clean your room first.
Oh!
That looks like it could be pretty useful. You can just clean it later. Let's call it a day and get some sleep.
Well then.
Go to sleep. Feel a strange weight pressing down on my body. Look at him wiggling around in the bed. Morgana's holding him down. Is this the stress of Kamoshida's threat weighing on me? No, it's just the cat, dude.
Oh!
Maybe crowded, but it looks like you can still grab a seat if you're lucky. While we're riding the train, we got some downtime. I wonder if we can put it to good use. Yeah, you need something to do on the train. What's wrong? You don't look so good. I haven't been feeling well lately. My head's all foggy and I have no energy. Tried every drug at the pharmacy, but nothing works. So I have some new virus.
Well, that's not good.
It's the onset of a psychotic breakdown. What should I do? Am I gonna die? Calm down. Let's go to the clinic. I'm sure the doctor can prescribe you something that'll fix you right up.
I see.
Doctors have the best medicine, huh? Hey, wasn't that one customer back at LeBlanc a doctor? He was wearing punk clothes.
No!
That's not what's important here, though she did have an interesting fashion sense. Might be nice to have some strong medicine to use in the palace.
Morning!
Yo, morning, Ren. What are you doing? Let's head to school together. I mean, it's right there, but whatever. Hey, we're meeting up at the hideout after school, right? Don't text now, we're in class. Whoa, you mean you're actually listening to all this crap? Yeah, but none of it's really sticking today. I know, right? Anyway, it's hideout after school. Or exactly, it's hideout. School roof. Wait, we can still go up there? Yeah, I'll let you in. I'll be waiting. Just come on up when school's over. How considerate. I ain't taking no for an answer. You gotta come.
Hey, are you listening?
Pay attention. Is that how you listen when someone's talking to you? Feel a murderous intent. Oof. Look like it hurt. Hit him right in the forehead.
Pay attention!
That's what you get for daydreaming. Kids these days have no respect for their elders. Looks like you need more proficiency to completely dodge that.
Looks like we're all here. Okay, let's get going.
Hold on, it's still too early for us to head to the palace.
But why? Don't we just gotta steal that treasure thing?
Don't underestimate the dangers of that place. We need to prepare.
Ain't that persona shit we got enough to deal with it?
That's exactly what I mean when I say don't underestimate it. You'll die if you mess up in there. So again, we need to prepare before we head in.
But how exactly are we supposed to do that?
I'm glad you asked, Lady Ann. First, we'll need to find better equipment for all of you.
This is giving me nostalgia. We always had our phones out during class sometimes. Yeah. And then teachers screaming at you. See, I didn't have a phone in school. I didn't even get a cell phone until I was in college already, and at that point they didn't give a shit. That's probably for the best too, considering how much I mess around on my phone at work, and I really shouldn't. It's even worse because I'm the boss at work, so it's not like anybody can stop me. I probably slack off way more than I need to.
You talking about weapons? Oh, I know a kick-ass place.
In that case, you can handle that side of things. The only other thing would be stocking up on medicine. Fatigue is unavoidable in a palace.
And where can we get medicine?
Don't worry, I know just the place. I hope you look forward to it, Lady Ann. Now then, he and I have some business in Yongen, so let's head off for today.
I don't have any business.
Just come with me. I won't be able to get close enough by myself. Can I talk?
Remember that customer you met at LeBlanc yesterday? Dr. prescribed some medication after a quick examination. She was sitting in the booth. It's just a rumor.
Actually,
I just realized something. She's the kind of doctor that gets sketchy rumors like that, so maybe she'll help us out.
Hey!
Somewhere in the neighborhood, right? Take me to her. It's so quiet, Sonny. You're mumbling. All the kids like that these days, I can hear you, but just keep that in mind. What was that about kindergarten? Oh, I've heard of her. You should steer clear of private physicians. Larger hospitals are much better because they have so many more talented doctors. The doctor I go to works at a major hospital. It's very good, or at least it feels reliable. Yeah, I'd do the same if I were the boss. Heck, don't you ever get bored being the boss if you got nothing to do? We never have nothing to do. Kimmy Medical Clinic is right in front of you. I'm tempted to go myself, but those rumors. Wish I had the guts to go in like you.
this is the clinic that the chief mentioned. Now, how can we get them to give us some medicine?
Need to be honest.
How do you expect normal people to understand what a palace is? This is...
Wake something up.
Well, I guess that's the only choice we have. We'll just have to go for it. All right, let's step inside.
Well,
Is this your first visit? I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. Haven't long. Well, whatever. So what are you here for today? Have a chronic disease. Fine.
please head to the exam room. In a case like yours, it's usually just due to stress. I'm gonna prescribe you some pain relievers, okay? Actually, I still need to restock those. So let's go with sleeping pills instead. Sleep is the best medicine anyway. Which type of pill do you want? A sweet-tasting one or a bitter one?
I want painkillers.
Is that right? And I bet you think you should have a year-long supply of them too. You're not sick at all, are you? I'm not as dumb as I look, you know. I'm guessing you're here because you heard the rumors about me, hmm?
Are the rumors true?
Who's to say? But as a result, all I get are patients with ulterior motives now. I guess high school kids have it tough nowadays too, huh? Well, fine. I'll prescribe you some medication. But only medication that will help you recover your health. I guess it's fine. You seem pretty earnest.
Oh God, sleeping
and you
pills.
don't look
Yikes.
like you'll be any trouble.
Damn, that's a big ass emote.
This is my private practice. All the medicine I dispense is original. I have a license to make my own formulas. You've likely seen them being sold at various hospitals. It's your responsibility to take care of yourself. So, if that's okay with you, stop by anytime.
That'll really help.
Great. It's nice that you're so quick on the uptake. Saves me the hassle. You're a pretty weird kid, you know? I wonder what you're going to use the medicine for. Well, as long as you don't cause me any trouble, it's not my problem.
Very professional. That's all I've
Okay,
got right now.
which one?
Damn, I didn't remember her having this much stuff at once.
Take care.
What's the reason for your visit? You have a cold, stomachache, athlete's foot, whatever it is, you'll need to take a number. Enough of this. You're the only one who can have developed that type of medicine. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't play dumb with me. Rumor has it it's a drug so potent it can give a person unlimited power. Really? That's news to me. Developing experimental drugs, medicine, and herbal remedies violates all health regulations. Are you attempting to create a super stimulant? A drug like that will only become a social issue. Really persistent, you know that? I'm just a quack. Police may not be taking action, but I imagine... Yeah, I can't talk. The police may not be taking action, but I imagine the media will soon pick up on it. You intend to ruin my reputation again, huh? You're a disgrace to the medical community. What's with the look? That was your mistake, was it not? Won't be responsible for your criminal actions. Dispose of that medicine immediately and resign. The name tied to Kimmy will never... Hey, is somebody there?
Man.
Jeez, they almost caught us. Sounded like they were talking about something dangerous. Could that woman be hiding some extra strong medicine? How about twisting your ankle? Done that once or twice, especially in basketball? Yeah, no kidding. Seems sketchy.
No.
Maybe it would come in handy at the palace. Let's get that woman to cooperate with us. Let's come back when that man isn't here. We shouldn't involve people who have nothing to do with this. Keep the Phantom Thieves a secret, okay?
Okay.
Great work. That went really well. You know that store I mentioned with the model guns? It's in Shibuya. I can go with you if you want. That's good. Let's figure out where to meet. You at least know how to get to Shibuya Station, yeah? Hey, I can't make it. Can I trust you guys to check the place out for me? Tomorrow. Make plans to go see Shiho in the hospital. See you in Shibuya. I'll be in front of the station.
We might be able to get our hands on some decent stuff if this store really has model guns. Well, we can leave that for tomorrow. Let's go home. Okay.
It's going smoothly so far. Once we're prepared, we can take on the palace. That's where the real fun starts. Got it?
Oh!
And still won't let me clean the desk.
Okay.
Meeting with Ryuji tomorrow. Don't ever sleep.
What's up?
Looks like you made it. Shop's on Central Street, so we gotta go through the crossing to get there. Crossing? That's what we call the Shibuya crossing. It's a huge intersection with people crossing the street from every direction. Once we get past that, we'll pretty much be at Central Street.
Let's go!
Let's get going. Oh yeah, by the way, unlike other Persona games, this is actually a pseudo-realistic recreation of parts of Tokyo. Like, Shibuya Station Square, for the most part, of course, actually does look like this.
Hey!
Everyone, wake up! This country is twisted. While Japanese society may appear to be thriving, many young people have not been as blessed as their elders. They have no jobs, no savings, no financial security whatsoever.
Yeah, sounds kind of like American people too.
These young people should be tackling their futures head on, but instead, they're too busy merely trying to survive.
Yeah, like there's a limited number of places you can go, but they are pretty realistic recreations. Which is impressive to me, because the other Persona games just invented fictional locations.
People give speeches all the time. Plus, politics are pretty boring anyways.
Pretty sure I might try and find a picture album of comparing locations in Persona 5 to real life locations and post it in the Discord when the stream is over.
The shop can be pretty confusing to find sometimes.
It says follow me, and yet I'm the one that has to do the walking.
Hey!
I don't know, it doesn't look legit. It looks like a back alley gun shop. How's that legit, Ryuji? This place looks sketchy. To be honest, it'd be a bit scary to go in alone. Check out what's inside. And that through politics can get boring. Politics are always boring.
Oh yeah, before we head in, you know anything about guns and shit?
Dude, the voice acting in this game is actually on point. They just, like, when they're speaking, everything just seems to roll off the tongue the way it would naturally come in conversation. You know anything about guns and shit?
Nah, I guess we can just ask the guy behind the counter if we can't figure out what we want. Come on, let's do this.
Granted, they did only use, like, big name voice actors. Still haven't got to my roommate's favorite, though. Big name voice actor. Old Matt. Yeah, Matt Mercer. Voice actor for Yusuke.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You know what you want yet? Nah, dude, I just walked in the door.
You looking for recommendations? I don't know, just buy whatever looks interesting to you.
Ugh, some customer service.
Fine, what do you want? An automatic? A revolver?
Automatic? Dude, why are you talking about cars now?
Ryuji's an idiot.
Listen, this here's an enthusiast shop. My regulars will be mad if I let a casual like you hang around.
Well, this is a model gun shop. Because it's already been explained earlier in the game that when you're like in the palace fighting, if the enemy visualizes the thing as real, then it becomes real because it's a cognitive world. So.
I'm not a freaking casual. I bought shit from here like last week.
Can't remember you.
You bastard.
And you, looking for something?
Something that looks real.
Oh, you guys planning a nice big bank robbery or something?
What? That ain't it. We just like how they look is all.
Anyways, you should have said before you two are enthusiasts. I'm always up for helping fresh faces. Some precautions first, though. Don't go around pointing them at other people. Keep them in a bag or something if you're outside. Oh, and don't let the fuzz catch wind of you having them. I don't need them coming around here.
We hate the cops.
How about that? Me too. Now, if you look close, you'll be able to tell these are models. Real guns feel different. Maybe someday I'll show you the real good stuff, though. If you got the guts for it, of course. But for now, you get the beginner selection. Just sit tight. I'll bring him out.
We did it, dude. We totally gotta go for some fancy shit, right? Ooh, I want it to shine. Oh, and here's the cash for mine. Pick me out something good.
Cool. Money. Purchase model guns, range weapons, melee weapons, protectors, and accessories here. First rule of thumb, though, is that physical attacks freaking suck, so you should buy armor first.
Sounds good.
Wow, the armor is very expensive. Fair. Oh yeah, that's way better. Should also be buying armor for the main character first, because the other rule of Persona is that the main character is the only one that matters in combat. If the main character dies, you lose. It doesn't matter if anybody else is up.
That's what you're choosing? You better not use it to pull a prank. Okay.
Now.
Alright, which one?
That being said, the guns are probably more effective in this game because they changed how the guns work in Royal.
Alright.
Also, what accessories are there? Does Dizzy forget and sleep?
Okay.
I don't think I can afford
which
anything
one?
right now. Gun lots, though. What do they got for melee weapons?
Sounds good.
Dagger. Iron pipe.
Come again.
Oh yeah, that's something you should know. I don't buy off any model guns from other people, so keep that in mind. I don't want to deal with problems buying something that's already been modified.
Later.
That's all I gotta say.
Come again.
Hmm?
Boss, did you hear? Apparently that subway driver from the accident was acting really odd during his testimony hearing.
You talking about that psychotic whatever thing people are going on about?
Yeah, I heard it completely alters your personality. The news is saying the driver couldn't even speak when they tried asking him questions.
Only an idiot would believe a preposterous story like that.
Good thing there's a lot of idiots around.
Oh, sorry, but we're closing soon.
How rude. This must be why you don't get many customers. Your coffee's actually not half bad. The beans must be lamenting the sorry state of this store.
Thanks for stopping in. Please come again.
I'm only trying to help you fix your business. Thanks for the coffee, at least.
Jeez, what a pain. Oh, what do you want? If you're bored, go wash some dishes or something.
You treat patrons like that?
Same as always. It's all good as long as the shop doesn't fail. I'm not gonna go wearing a fake smile.
What if it does fail?
Who knows? Maybe I'll end up living out on the streets. As long as I'm here, the world leaves me be. No annoyances or troublesome people to deal with. It's like my own personal hideaway. I'd be kind of screwed if I lost it. But I guess you would be too. So you better at least try and be useful around here.
That sounds like blackmail to me.
Anyway, I'm leaving now. Don't cause any trouble.
Let's see Chiho in the hospital. How was she? Her condition's stable. We don't know when she'll regain consciousness. Sure she'll be okay. Yeah, she'll get better. Just need to believe in her. Never forgive Kamoshida. He's gonna pay for what he did no matter what.
We're just
Yep,
about
we're
ready
just
to
gonna
go to the
kill
palace.
him. Let's fucking kill him.
We just need to assemble some infiltration tools. Clean off that desk back there so we can use it. That desk! Hurry now and clean it up!
Okay.
Great. Now you can make things whenever you want.
Now you can create infiltration tools with the work desk.
I'll provide the materials this time. Try making a lockpick.
Or in bad weather, your focus will allow you to make an additional tool. Oh, okay.
Don't think too hard about it. You'll get the hang of it.
Alright. I don't have any go-homes. So I need 10 clasp and silk yarn for lockpick.
Everyone starts off a little clumsy. Don't be sad if it doesn't go well at first, okay?
Give him a good old pistol whipping. Oh, I'll plan on it. Gotta like that.
Great. We should be able to use this.
Yeah.
And we get the first points in the personal skills chart, in which our guts are milquetoast, our proficiency is bumbling, our kindness is inoffensive, our charm is existent, and our knowledge is oblivious. So we just suck at everything.
We should be ready now.
You gotta love that. Your charm is existent. You exist.
We're heading into
Barely.
the palace tomorrow. Let's get some sleep.
Good morning. Come on, hurry up and get to class. Good morning.
Dots.
That admirable behavior won't do you any good once you're expelled.
Well, that wraps up the homeroom period. A word with you, please?
Uh-huh.
There's something I'd like to ask you. It won't take long.
Should I care?
I see you're already getting on top of the problem I'd mentioned this morning, Miss Kawakami. I appreciate the support.
Thank you again.
Oh, you know this guy, Yoshizawa?
Yes, he lent me a helping hand earlier.
I recommend you steer clear of the likes of him if you have any consideration for your future. Remember the discussion we just had? There are a number of students in this school you shouldn't get involved with. This one's at the top of the list.
Oh, the delinquent transfer student?
Sorry to interrupt, but I need to use the guidance office.
Oh, pardon me. We should be going too. Don't want to get in the way of guiding this delinquent and all.
Please excuse us.
After you. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Did something happen between you and Mr. Kamoshida?
Why do you ask?
Well, there was that little exchange just now, but that's not all. He gave me a brief lecture this morning, and your name came up. Something about the dangers of a lack of supervision. I don't mean to pry, but just make sure you don't go causing trouble, okay? Oh, and one more thing. That girl outside the office, you didn't make a pass at her, did you?
Her ribbon was cute.
Uh-huh. Mr. Kamoshida has a real close eye on you. Apparently, you've been getting involved with Sakamoto-kun. You seem acquainted with Yoshizawa-san as well. Maybe you're just naturally drawn to athletes? Sorry, bad joke. That's all I wanted to discuss. You're free to go.
Saw Kamoshida at the school gate this morning. He was just standing there looking at me with this shit-eating grin on his face. That's annoying. He was probably mocking you. Seeing that got me even more fired up about this. We're definitely gonna pull this off. Yeah, I'm worried about Shio, but I want to concentrate on our operation too. I won't let myself get exhausted like last time. Board meeting's May 2nd, right? Just gotta take care of him before then. Oh, what the? Damn it, cat! Every time. I think the cast is jealous that he can't be Morgana. Yeah. Wish I had someone naturally drawn to me. I'm an athlete. They do say that works that way though, doesn't it? Yeah, one of my cats is an asshole
Okay.
and just will see the other cats sitting in a place that he wants to sit in and he'll just attack them. He's not misunderstood, he's an asshole. Can't execute the plan by the deadline, then it's game over. Keep vigilant and be aware of the time remaining. Houses contain many strong enemies. Consult with your allies and make use of the various facilities in the city to ensure a successful infiltration. When you have free time and don't know what to do, you can press the touchpad button and open the assist command to see what you can do and who you can see. If network functions are on, you can use some arrow keys to view the activity log. This will enable you to see what other players did on the stand calendar. Yeah, I don't care about what other people were doing. That's new. That wasn't in the other one. Some cats can be serious assholes. Yeah, that's him. He's an asshole.
Hmm? No.
Hey!
Mishima. Okay. So basically, on the one side you have the, you know, time spending simulator where you basically just make your character do various things to improve stats and get items and shit. Then the other side you have going into the palace and actually fighting things. So I'm gonna go back and do that here on the first day.
I hope you all understand that our time limit is May 2nd.
And see, we only have 14 days, so ideally I would want to finish the dungeon either on the very first day to have all that extra time, or on the very last day to use all the extra time to improve chances. But if you wait too long, you can't come back out of the dungeon, because then you'll be out of time. So, you know, there's some planning involved.
We basically just have to go to that castle and steal the treasure from Kamoshida,
Dog
right?
can be an asshole sometimes though too.
But wait, what even is a treasure? I want to know that before we do anything.
A treasure is the physical form of the palace ruler's distorted desires. In other words, it's the core of the palace. Once we steal it, the palace will crumble. I think. Having said all that, even I don't know what Kamoshida's treasure is going to be.
And where can we find it?
There's no way of knowing that until we go in and find out. But if I had to guess, I'd say he has it locked up somewhere in the depths of the palace.
I think I get it now. We just gotta find the treasure, yeah?
Pretty much. There's just a lot we won't know until we go in. In any case, our objective is to find the treasure's location somewhere in the palace. Make sure we go about this with time to spare so we can avoid any unforeseen circumstances. I expect great things from you guys.
Check your progress with the whole meeting option, listen to your friends' opinions, and decide the best course of action. Selecting infiltrate ballots will take you to the palace. You can't purchase items while you're there, so be sure you're well prepared. It'll be nighttime when you return from a palace. If time runs out, it's game over. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna bust loose. But damn.
What's up?
Nothing. I was just thinking we should choose a code name for you too.
A code name?
I'm Skull, he's Joker, and that's Mona.
Judging by your costume,
I mean, she's got that tail and stuff, so... What do you think?
Cat girl.
Wait! Is that what you're going to call me from now on? I am so not down with this.
What do you want to be called then?
Something better than just a little cat. Maybe... Panther? That sounds pretty cool, doesn't it?
Huh? Why?
'Cause it sounds more... ferocious?
Yeah.
She's a cougar.
Oh, Lord.
Don't call me that! More importantly, Kamoshida.
Oh, right. Let's go. All right, let's start fresh and get going.
It's game time from this point forward. I'll teach you guys the basics of infiltrating a palace as we go.
Oh, not yet. Pit stop.
My master would like a word with you.
Gotta throw ourselves in jail for a second.
The prisoner has returned.
Well done. It seems you have remembered my words.
You're gonna be Batman? Okay. You gotta make sure you have the deep, gruff voice for it.
You truly make it worth rehabilitating you.
Never asked for this.
Shut your mouth and listen, inmate!
I am not attempting to withhold information from you. The essence of the rehabilitation that you must complete will be explained in due time. Once you encounter allies who share your ideals and discover your place in reality, only then will I explain it all. Such a day should not be far off. This time, I wish to introduce you to the aid we are providing.
See, Igor here, he has a Batman kind of voice. He's got that deep, gruff voice. That'll work for you, Bronco. Can you pull that voice off?
Due to your potential in wielding the power of the wild card, you can handle more than one persona. That power holds infinite possibilities. We will assist you in nurturing that potential. To that end, we must execute your persona. Do not be alarmed. Personas are personalities that exist within you. Thus, you will only be discarding old personalities to have them be reborn as new ones.
Igor looks more like the Penguin. He does, kinda. He's the nose. Look at that nose, dude.
By discarding your old identity, you give way to a new one. Hence, we call that process execution. Think of it as the fusion of your personas. To start, select the first persona you wish to fuse.
Well, obviously I want to fuse Arsene.
Now, before you select the second persona, allow me to tell you something greatly important. Do you remember how I mentioned forming bonds with confidants? Personas are the power of the heart. The stronger those bonds, the stronger your personas will be. In other words, the effects of your bonds on execution, or fusion if you will, are quite substantial. When you fuse a persona that shares its arcana with one of your bonds, it will gain great power. This will be a guiding principle for your forays into fusion. Try not to forget it. Moreover, there is one thing I must warn you about. You cannot create a persona that surpasses your current level. This is because the resulting persona would be too powerful for you to handle effectively. Now then, check the fusion results and choose a persona that suits your stature.
Okay, what are all the options? There's Incubus.
This is the form your new persona is expected to take after fusion. It's possible for them to inherit skills they normally wouldn't gain. These skills and specialties are distinct from one another. Skills are traits that can be passed along through fusion.
Life drain. Meh. I don't remember him even having that ability before.
You
Slime.
can't handle this.
Did any of them have terracotta?
You can't handle this.
We'll get growth. Red wall energy drop. Poo.
Not terrible, but not impressive.
Got this.
Not terrible, but not impressive.
Okay, so here's something you're gonna see me doing a lot, so I'm gonna explain this now so that you understand why the hell I'm doing it. If you notice, there's a number in gold there next to their stats, where it's got strength, magic, endurance, agility, and luck. You see how 3 of the numbers are in gold there. That means when I fuse these personas, he's going to gain points in those stats. If you see, I back out and go back in.
Not terrible, but not
The
impressive.
stats it gains are different every time I do this. So basically, if you see me backing
You
out
okay
and
with
going
this?
in a lot, it's
Not
because
terrible.
I'm trying to change which
Not
stats he's
terrible.
going to get.
But not
You okay with this?
That's the reason for that. So there's actually a reason that I do this.
You okay with this?
Man, great thing. Look at the thing. I don't think I can increase my spread of elements right yet.
You okay with this? You okay with
Megathian
this?
has healing. I don't care about the healing. I don't really want to
Looks
fuse any
pretty
of
tough.
I see. A strong persona indeed. Not terrible, but not impressive.
I don't really want to fuse any of these. Can I just back out?
Master's not finished yet.
I can't. Okay, I have to do it.
You okay with this?
I'm not really.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Hang on.
You okay with this?
None of this is useful. This is annoying that I
You
have to
okay
do
with this?
Let's get
Looks
Incubus
pretty
because it's
tough.
high level.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Have it learn Racunda.
Its power will be nothing unusual. Now for a rebirth.
I'll be skipping the animation every time after this, but I'm gonna let it play this first time. And that's how the fusion works. You just kill 2 of them to combine them into 1.
Ah, how impressive. A stronger persona has been born from the body and blood of the old. It shall be your new strength.
What do you mean?
Its worth will be made clearer when you return to the field of battle.
Gather personas and bring them here. Gather a great many, execute them, and continue to give birth to even stronger personas. Developing your powers as such will play an integral role in the stand against ruin.
So that your rehabilitation goes well, we have a variety of rituals to choose in regard to executions.
And depending on the effort you put in, our master might consider further development of new rituals. Cry your tears of joy, inmate.
Your heart is steadily gaining the strength of rebellion. It seems your rehabilitation is proceeding smoothly. A joyous fact indeed. In anticipation of this, I have prepared a gift for you. I hope that you shall accept it.
Not like you have much choice.
All right.
Now I can use third eye. It reveals hints.
That is a thief's skill, allowing one to tap into their sixth sense and see what is hidden in the dark. I believe you can handle it now. May you continue devoting yourself to further rehabilitation.
Now then, if you have any requests, we will heed them.
Now we can do stuff in the Velvet Room.
You'd like to read the compendium registration? Are you sure? You'd like to read the compendium? These are the paths you have walked.
I will not be using the DLC personas at all. For one thing, they would just break the game. It would be overpowered as all hell.
Is this what you want?
Because, I mean... Come on, it's already level 26.
This persona?
Oh, I didn't even see Kaguya.
Is this what you want?
Shining arrows, damn.
Is this what you want?
Ariadne.
This persona? Is this what you want? Is this what you want?
DLC personas are OP. Yeah, I can get a level 50 right now.
Is this what you want?
Mysterious.
This persona?
Thanatos.
Is this what you want?
And Messiah.
Is this what you want?
Yeah, I can get a level 90 right now. Yeah, I'm not getting the DLC persona. That's more for if you're not playing the game through the first time. Or if you think the game's just too damn difficult and you just want to be easy mode, I guess. I don't know.
This persona? Is this what you want?
Do I have anything with lightning otherwise?
Time for some rehabilitation. Let's execute them. Now choose.
Oh yeah, use by result.
Let us begin the search. Excessive power only leads to destruction.
Now choose.
So I need lightning back and I need... Bicorn's gonna get wind, I need lightning back and I need fire. So I just need to rebuy both of them.
You changed. You'd like to read the compendium. These are the paths you have walked.
Unfortunately, I can't afford either one. It screwed me over that it made me
Are you
fuse something.
finished?
What?
Need to speak with Igor. No?
Done already?
Okay,
What?
so they give you an out to get back in there. Gotcha.
It's me. It's me.
What was that?
I can't understand her. Okay then. Yeah, that was not in the original.
Oh.
Listen up, inmate.
Huh. That's nice.
Listen well.
They have these little explanations for people that don't know terms from the game.
Well,
Okay, that's neat. Yeah, those are some of the additions. None of that part was in the original game.
are you finished?
What?
It is time, inmate.
Something wrong? You were just standing around all of a sudden.
My teammates, it looked like I wasn't moving.
Why are you spacing out like that? It's kind of hard to tell what you're thinking sometimes.
Let's just say he's a man of high caliber. We're counting on you, Joker.
So, where do we start?
Let's head to the safe room we found last time. It's in the first floor of the west building. That's pretty close to our usual entrance. It should be a pretty decent starting point.
Safe room?
It'll make sense when you see it. Well, let's head out.
Now quick travel, bring up the map with R1. Okay.
Oh.
It's a gap in the cognition of safe room, if you will. Yeah, still not getting it.
Well,
fuzzy on the details. Some kind of spot where shadows can't find us. Didn't think a place like that existed in here. What do we do in this safe room? Take a break, duh. When we talk about stuff too. Place for resting up and plotting. Got it.
Oh!
Stamina kit S. Only used in safe places when you do it to take care of all the exhaustion from our past fights.
Well... what are your thoughts?
I'm on board.
What are your thoughts? Shall we go?
Stores 20% SP to all allies. Okay, that wasn't in the original either.
Now then.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right. No enemies back here this time. I have to keep going forward.
Now then.
I have no idea what awaits us ahead. Here, you better take these. Wow. There's a bunch of stuff. Oh, okay. Neat. Didn't have that menu in the original.
Focus.
Oh. Hidden item. And they can't seem to see me up here either. So the ability I got with the third eye lets me see hidden things, as well as check and see how the level of the enemy I'm looking at is.
Show me your true form.
Colors, how far off my level they are. Good, I need to get another picture.
No.
Looking cool, Joker!
Don't move!
What'd you think?
What kind of personality do you really have? Can we talk? Is there that?
I am thou, thou art I!
I don't don't need to talk to them. They'll just rejoin me.
Your power's incredible, Joker.
There, now I got Pixie back.
All right.
Oh, shit. I see the guy behind me. Ah, I didn't get him.
Three enemies. Use wind to hit its weak point.
Wind and ice. I don't have any of that.
Fight coin! Ravage them!
Loser. You are good for something, Skull. Persona! You're so gorgeous, Panther. It's almost scary how good I am. It's almost scary how good I am.
Give me your power back. But before all that, let's enjoy a little chat, Hope. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. True mascot character.
Your power's incredible, Joker.
Okay.
Alright, I cleared out the one behind me. Another hidden item up here. 10 flat. That'll be useful.
Show me your true form.
Yoink. Ah, these guys. I don't actually
I
know
don't
what
see a weak spot.
not wind though.
Let's go.
Let's try fire.
Jack-o'-lantern, you're mine.
Got him.
Looking cool, Joker.
Ravage them.
Looking
Just
cool,
stay there.
Joker.
Alright, this one I actually have to talk to. I talk as if I won't lend my power to someone that's super lame. Why do you carry something like that with you anyway? Carry a gun because it'll make you more popular? It won't. Please, I'll shoot you if you don't like. Even animals can be more romantic than that.
What do you mean?
Why are you so interested in me anyway? I'll go out with you just for today if there are no strings attached. No strings? Yep, only for today.
I am thou. Thou art I.
Easy. Works every time.
That's a
Just
new
be
one,
oblivious,
isn't it?
that's how it works. You don't get very much XP when you take them, though. You have to actually kill something for the XP.
I can feel it.
Ah,
Oh, there's one here, too. Now that we've expanded our roster, let's try that thing. What are you scheming?
now then.
It's a baton pass. Okay.
I'll reveal your true form.
Okay, I'll show you an example first. You better watch closely. It's... Use this opportunity to baton pass and swap your turn with someone else. The baton is yours.
You can now pass the one more you obtained to another member. The recipient will have their attack power and healing ability increase. If they pass it again, that party member's stats will increase. If you pass it to all 4 people in your party, the 4th member will be able to use the skill without any help from mana.
Now strike the enemy's weakness and give the baton pass a try. All right! The baton pass made you stronger.
Okay, so
It's weak to electricity.
he's weak to
Let's go for
electricity, so Skull can hit him.
Shadow's weakness is ice.
Ice, gun, and curse, anybody can hit that.
This one
Fire,
is weak to
Joker
fire.
and Panther can hit that. Let's have him
Looking cool, Joker.
shoot him.
All right, pass the baton and follow up.
Do it.
Another baton pass. Persona. Damn, Karma. You see that?
cost 0.
Who's done their job? Let's keep pushing!
Let's go, Captain!
You did it! Nice one, keep it up!
Let's tear them apart!
Finish him!
And don't come back! Hell yeah! A new move!
Now I'm even more charming.
Patra, that'll help.
Nice going.
Alright.
I can feel it.
I figured there was something I could take there. Ah, there's something back here too. Huge candle stand.
Focus.
Damn it.
There's one here too. It's gotta ambush it from behind again. If you want to go about it the orthodox way, but there's a more stylish route.
Listen up.
See the sofas on the sides of the hallway? Hide behind those so you can get closer. Then range, jump on it, and rip its mask off. It does sound pretty damn cool.
Still!
Hey, this isn't a movie.
Now, let's carry out our
You should be
plan.
able to pull it off. Your cover, press X to hide behind it. From there, you can check out what's ahead and enemies can't find you. There's another hiding spot nearby you can press X to jump to. Cover can't be used if an enemy's already chasing you.
Show me your true form.
Now's our chance to strike. Go! Zoro! It's almost scary how good I am. The time's yours.
Let's go, Captain!
You did it, Skull! Pass it on to the second person! Weakness is ice.
Persona! Arsene! There!
Woo! Looking cool, Joker!
Do it!
Finish him!
Front.
Okay.
Whoa,
Sweet, that totally works.
damn!
Well, it's so cool, they totally can't spot us while we're hiding.
Right.
As long as we lay low like that, enemies won't even notice. Whenever we hide, we can take our time preparing for the next ambush. Also avoid enemy contact and loot nearby treasure caches. Oh, you couldn't do that before.
Enemy ahead! Somewhere. Be careful.
We can't get through here.
Show me your true form.
Now's our chance to strike! Go! It's weak to fire skills. Got him! That was just a taste of my power. Team I'll get him. Dance, partner! Let's see that again, Panther!
Serves you right.
Let's finish this! Okay, guys. Let's do it!
These early enemies are
The beautiful rose has thorns.
Okay. See it.
No match for me. Joker!
Look, there's something in there. These bars are blocking our way in.
How suspicious.
Protecting it this securely, it has to be important. That means there should be a way in and out of there. Joker, do you think you can solve the mystery? I'm sure your observation skills will help you get through.
I can feel it.
Well, they don't make that obvious or anything.
Whoa!
That's expected from you, Joker. What the hell? He had it all locked up and shit, but it was just some old map. You're hopeless. Don't you realize how vital a map is?
Now then.
Hey, now I can see the whole place. Wait, where does it say? Does it say where the treasure is on there? Seems like this map's incomplete. There might be more of them around.
Wanna get going?
I have something.
Show me your true form.
Now's our chance to strike! Go! The baton is yours! Alright! The baton pass made you stronger! Go get another baton pass!
Persona!
Not this.
Use wind to hit its weak point!
It's time.
Oh, he can't hit that weakness.
Not that.
Alright, we're done here. Let's go! A spectacular victory!
Okay,
They were too weak to bother with.
I can feel it.
Shadow spotted!
Show me your true form.
I feel like the guns are a little bit too tuned up.
Alright, the first, this one's weak to electricity. It's almost scary how good I am. It's almost scary how good I am. Take my time!
Hang it in!
You powered up for the guitar pass! Give it up!
Actually, I'm gonna talk to Bicorn and get his experience.
Now's the time to retreat!
All right.
What actually does Bicorn need to level up in game? Garbage. 249. It didn't say how much he got from that, though. I don't know if it's even worth it doing it that way.
Somewhere. Focus. I can feel it.
Just running along the rafters up here, no big deal.
It's somewhere.
The cognition here is weak. There may be a safe room nearby. Oh!
It's a treasure chest. Needs a lockpick. Think we have one. Night watch armor. Oh, much better. Does this sleep too? I can pass on the shoulder pads that we're using. Very nice.
I can feel it.
All this random stuff I'm grabbing is either materials for crafting or things I can sell. So it's nice to find all that. New safe room.
Let's do it.
Alright. That seemed like a damn good couple day introduction here for this, for the uninitiated. Also, I'm starting to feel like the battle difficulty isn't quite high enough, so I'm going to give it one more stream on this difficulty and then I'm going to bump it up. I feel like just because I know how this game works, it's making it too easy. Kind of just walking through everything right now. So, that being said, remember we'll be back with Fallout 4 again on Friday. Then we'll come back to Persona again. Show off? Who's showing off, Doc? You're a little bit late, aren't you? Or have you been here the whole time and haven't been talking? Almost about to fall asleep? Well, good, Bronco. That's good, because since I'm wrapping things up here, now you know, you don't have to worry about missing anything if you go to sleep. But no, it's only fair to show off a little bit because I have played the original Persona 5 before, multiple times. So, big sexy savage has made it home from work. Oh my god. Well, there's your good work medal for that. Doc, I feel like I haven't seen you on my stream in a long time. I'm guessing maybe I just haven't been going long enough to give you time to get home from work. I don't know. Been a lot busier lately than usual. Anyway, I've been mentioning since you just came in that we extended it back out to 4-day stream. I'm gonna do 2 days of one game, 2 days of another game, since you haven't been here to hear this, even though I've repeated it a million times. Mainly just because I feel like between playing tons and tons of the Cold Steel games and tons of Fallout games, that I'm kind of giving myself a little bit of burnout, so I want to throw some variety in it. So for the time being, Friday and Saturday are going to be Fallout 4, and Sunday and Monday are going to be Persona 5 Royal until one of those is beaten, and then we'll change it up again. And if I don't like the schedule change, I'll just go back to how I was doing it before. Elite Dangerous. I only watched you play it the one time. I've heard stuff about it, but honestly, if I was gonna go for a spacefaring thing, I know so much about EVE Online that I'd probably just go back to that. It's not that it doesn't look interesting to me, it just looks so similar to EVE, but it's like more of on a personal scale, like you're actually in the cockpit flying around instead of being zoomed out from your ship and seeing the big picture and all that. But it would feel similar to me, if that makes sense. But I haven't played EVE in years at this point. Like, it's one of those games where I go back to it and I get hooked on it for a few months and then I drop it. And because of the nature of the game, if you drop it for too long, you basically gotta start from scratch when you go back. You don't have anything to fall back on. So that's the thing that keeps me from going back to EVE, is that you always seem to have to start from scratch every time you go back. It's very much a persistent kind of thing. You gotta stick with it. Warframe, I did re-download Warframe maybe a few weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I was going to play it, and every time I go to play it, I end up getting caught up doing something else. Either my friends want me to do something, or I have to work, or something like that. But I am going to get back to Warframe. But my account for Warframe is on PS4, and they don't have crossplay yet. So, if you're on Xbox or on PC, I wouldn't be able to join in with you. I actually wouldn't mind seeing Doc play Warframe. I think he might like it, but I don't know. Also, as weird as it sounds, I didn't really think he would fully enjoy Destiny, and it seems like that's been like just a smash hit for him, so, you know. Work that thing you do to keep up the gaming habit. It's also good to keep up the eating habit, you know. You gotta be able to do that. But yeah, I think Doc would probably enjoy Warframe. The thing about Warframe is, and it's kind of a similar thing with like Destiny or Eve or any well-established game, something that's been there for a while and had a lot added to it over time, is that it's hard to get into because there's all these tricks and things that people already know, and you'll feel like you have to know them to be able to even play the game. Boredom and lazy devs caused it with D2. Like lazy devs for D2 or lazy devs outside of D2 pushed you to it? I might be misunderstanding the statement here. Because don't get me wrong, Bungie is ambitious, but they're very hit or miss with what they do. Like when they hit pretty well, but you know what I mean. Like they can't win them all. Would have been happy with Battlefield and Fallout if not for lazy devs. Yeah. So I've heard 76 has just been getting better and better, but I've ranted about it a million times before. I really wish we could get away from making a half-baked game and then having to build it up and fix it after release. It's happened so many times now. It just keeps happening, and it keeps working out in the end. But I just wish we could get away from that. I wish they could just take the time to knock it out of the park from the start. And not have to like regrow the community from nothing because they've torn it apart by bad releases and bad choices at the start. Was it fantasy? It only looked like it was getting better. Maybe so. But like things like Star Wars Battlefront 2, the newer one, it's a great game now. I actually was stuck on that for a while. But it started out complete garbage. No Man's Sky. It's a different kind of experience, but I bought that game on release, and that wasn't even a game. It was basically a playable screensaver. And now it's actually pretty good, years later. Destiny, honestly, the original Destiny, when it first came out, you had maybe like it was meant to be like an MMO, like it is now, like where you group up and there's people all over the place and tons of stuff to do. But the original Destiny on release, you had like 20-30 hours of gameplay and you ran out. There was nothing left. Single player of Battlefront 2. I still need to do the Resurrection campaign. I've thoroughly enjoyed the single player for Battlefront 2. Not impressed with the multiplayer. I like it, but I like the ship combat a lot, and I'm kind of excited about the squadrons reveal for that new game they're working on, because it looks like they're really honing in on that ship combat. Because it seems like they let that kind of fall by the wayside with Battlefront 2. But yeah, the building it from the ground up and starting with something broken thing is getting tiring. And I kind of miss the days where developers wouldn't be afraid to like postpone things and just be honest and say, hey, this is broke, we want to fix it. We're not gonna give you a pile of dog shit and sit there and polish it until it's good. Anything like Elite for the ship combat or ship movement and handling? Well, I can't speak to that because I haven't played Elite, but if you turn off, so you know how the ship combat in Battlefront 2 works. If you turn off the stupid little rolling thing, like the camera roll or whatever, I couldn't even wrap my head around that. I had to turn that off immediately. But once I turned that off, it handles really good. I don't even know how they expected you to be able to fly a ship with it rolling with one stick, and like, no. Alright, if I could put the roll on the triggers, like on the L1 R1 trigger, next to the shoot, then you know you can put a claw grip on the controller, and then you could roll and you could fly normally and roll like that. That would actually be really good. But no, they had to put it on one of the sticks, and there's no way to change it. So camera roll's not a good thing. Yeah. Like, at what point would I ever want to camera roll? Okay, you know what did camera roll right? Descent. Descent did camera roll right. How many years ago? It's just like I mentioned, it's on those separate buttons. It has like a turn axis. Once you roll far enough, it locks into another like axis, and you can like hover sideways or upside down, and it just sticks. So basically, you have 4 real orientations, and then just movement in between. That actually it works very well even to this day. The den that thought of that must only have one ball. But yeah, if they could just do camera roll like that. I know on a controller it could be, or the dev. I was wondering what you meant by den, but yeah, no, I get you. But yeah, if you camera roll on a controller, like I say, you know, L1, R1, and then the triggers could be your ability and your shoot. And then that roll just had those locked axes, like, you know, like Descent has when you turn the ship, then it would function well on a controller. Savage. Very savage. But I'm looking forward to Squadrons because I wanted some good ship combat, and that's really the thing that even got me to play Battlefront 2. I mean, I got it for free, so I couldn't complain anyway, because PlayStation Plus gave it out for free. So I would have at least tried it anyways, but all that aside. Tiny Marble SOE was involved in camera roll for torture and pukeability. I don't really get motion sick with games, but that was pretty close. And like I said, I did the camera roll version of the ship combat for maybe 30 seconds before I went into the options and just incessantly hunted for where I could turn that off. And I even told myself, like, if I can't turn this off, or if it doesn't make it any better and it still feels this kind of woozy feeling trying to fly the ship around, I just won't play it anymore. Like, I was already ready to quit 30 seconds in, but once you turn it off, it's smooth. It kind of handles like Rogue Squadron at that point. It handles like the old Star Wars games. That's something I need to go back and like get a copy of, the old Rogue Squadron, like N64 games. And honestly, I'm not usually real big on third-person shooter games, and I know you can go first-person in Battlefront, but it actually just feels better being over the shoulder to me. And I don't really know why, but it just kind of does. The only third-person shooter I think I've ever really enjoyed has been Army of Two. That's an older one. I think that came out like right around the same time the first Gears of War did, and Gears of War just never really stuck with me. I never liked it. Gears of War is one of those games where I just looked at it and I was like, this is a good game, it's just not for me. It just doesn't work. And I don't really know why either. It's just, Warframe's third person, yeah. Warframe's third person, but see, I don't play Warframe as a shooter. I pretty much only use my melee weapon. I very rarely shoot, and when I do, I usually have a sniper so I can scope into first person. I hardly ever shoot in Warframe. Alright guys, well, we've prolonged this a little bit here since we got the chattering. Gears, I enjoyed it up to a certain point, but after 6 hours of play I was getting swimmy headed. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I could not put my finger on what I didn't like about Gears of War. It just, it didn't appeal to me in any real way. Alright, well, we extended our conversation a little bit here, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off for the night. Oh no, you're good. Heck, I've been wondering where you've been. I've been wondering if you were gonna pop in, but I'd like you say, work and being busy in general, it just kind of gets to you. But we'll be back. We'll be back Friday with more Fallout 4, which I'm pretty well enjoying Fallout 4 so far. Even though most of my gameplay has just been walking around and picking up quests and not actually doing the quests, and then walking and picking up more quests. My quest log is too large. I have too much to do. Anyway. Hope you guys have a good night. Doc, I'm assuming you're gonna probably start your own stream up here pretty soon. I'll probably drop in over there at least for a little bit. And hope to see y'all again Friday. I also am going to see if I can find, since we were talking about it earlier, Bronco, that the comparison pictures of the in-game Persona 5 areas in Tokyo and the actual real Tokyo. I'm gonna try and find that and post it in my Discord. So keep an eye out for that if that's something that's interesting to you. We'll go get some food. Get your food. Good night, y'all.